Based After Dark.
Thank you all for watching the Based After Dark podcast. If you enjoyed this show, then you can support us further by subscribing to our Patreon that offers 3 different tiers. That will be linked in the description down below.
Welcome to Based After Dark, episode number 38. Holy, big-ass numbers. Today we have on Mr. T. Papa Slice, Mr. Quincy Neeks, Prison Joe, Hamzy IRL, and myself, Ignoble Solid. And most importantly, our very, very special guest, Mr. King Condor. Welcome, dude.
Woo! Yeah. Let's fucking go.
It's an absolute pleasure to have you on. But before we dive in and introduce you and go through all that fun stuff, I would like to shout out the people who are supporting us on our Patreon. You know, big guys. They are the reason that Quincy Neeks is able to go to McDonald's and get food every single day. You're literally putting food on his plate. Mr. Xandercorn, Fivehead, and Kexi, thank you for the tier 2s, and Lukey, Sebe, and Beard Grills, and Mr. Zaddy. Holy shit, this list gets longer every single week. God damn. Y'all
Thank you guys, really
legends.
appreciate it. For real. Thanks for being a patron. Much love.
Dude, our podcast just started like almost a whole hour late because somebody decided to sleep in. It was kind of weird. Don't know who, but just want to
take us through that. What exactly happened, and why should we
How
not
do you
kill
show up 30 minutes late on a night you didn't stream?
You were just talking shit last week too.
He streams?
Oh man, dude, this is awful because like I'm usually always the first one here with Zoe. We are always here ready to go on time. Fucking, you know, this is the first time my alarm didn't go off because, you know, our podcast for me starts at midnight. Okay, so I decided to be an adult, get a couple hours of sleep in. My alarm's like, hey man, I'm not gonna fucking turn on today because fuck you. It's 12:15, 12:30. Like I see a phone call. I look over, I'm like, why is my fucking phone vibrating at 12:30? I look over and it says Seth Prison calling mobile. I'm like, oh fuck, dude. And it all hits me at the same time. Open up my phone, 30 different Discord messages from everybody in here. Everyone like adding me, being like, Ignoble, you fuck, where are you, bro? And you know, I made it. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I made it.
Sad that the phone call wasn't recorded because on this end it was fucking hilarious listening to you.
Dude, we all listened to you. We all listened to your voice on that call on speakerphone, and it was just the most tired, like delusional. I could tell you just woke up.
It was tired, delusional panic is what it was. It was.
We could hear the panic in your voice.
I'm glad that wasn't recorded. I was like, yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah, you said. I said, you say it again. What'd you say? Are you okay? That was good.
Yeah, we made it though. Thank you for waiting, boys. I appreciate that. The only downside is now I can't like ever talk shit about people being late because I just use my one fucking.
Your one
card.
chance and you fucked it.
It's gone, man.
Fuck.
It's okay. It's okay to be late. See, I even put in the Discord. I thought I was gonna be late today, but I wasn't.
Hey, you were like the second one in here. Jeez. Ignoble, were you just sleepy? What happened, bro?
Dude, you want to talk about my day? I spent so long today talking to people. Like I'm like all talked out. I'm trying to keep it together today, but I had meetings from 1 to 5, and then 5 to 7 I had a workshop. So 6 straight hours of fucking chatting.
I
with
hope you got
people
some
who
banger
are...
tweets then.
Oh, bro, I got nothing. I got absolutely. Look, only tweets that I have are like vile tweets because in my brain I'm just like,
Bro, your tweets are always vile. When have your tweet not been vile on this podcast?
Bro, this man single-handedly.
Your thoughts are vile.
Earlier today, bro. Ignoble, what did you come in and say in my chat, and then I swear to God, you just left and you derailed my stream for like 15 minutes. Bro.
That's what he does, bro. He's like a fucking. He's like a sexual flashbang. He comes in there. Lets loose all the
he said some horny shit, and then
leaves.
everybody starts talking about fucking
exactly. Yeah,
being horny and
changes
shit.
the vibe, bro.
It was good.
I remember going into like 2 or 3 chats today because I came home, I was eating dinner, like half delirious, and then just like dropping bombs in people's chats, you know, and being just trying to completely. Hold on, let's see. Okay, this is the message. I've pulled it up in QNeeks' live stream. Moderator in the QNeeks live stream, by the way.
Dang, bro,
do
that's
you
sick.
use tissues to clean up your cum, or do you just nut in your hands and walk to the bathroom?
Oh my God, bro.
I mean,
So he
you
asked
have to
this.
nut in your hand and walk to the bathroom.
Nobody's using tissue. It gets stuck everywhere. And first off,
Like you're nutting
I
into
use
a
napkins.
tissue? Like that's weird.
Okay, napkins. No, I usually nut on myself.
A
and then
napkin's
wipe it
fine.
up.
That's not
Yeah,
gonna.
no,
it's
you
not gonna
nut, then you
pull
deal
apart.
with it. I'm not like, way to kill the nut by like preparing for it like that, bro. That's weird.
No, you leave like you just have a stack of tissues or stack of fucking napkins on your desk that you nut into, right?
Yeah.
Condor, what do you do? Are you walk to the bathroom or do you have the napkins?
I'm a tissue guy for sure. 100%.
Thank you. Because wait, what do you do? Do you just like come into your hand and just like waddle over like this over to the bathroom, like you're
Just like
dumping
that.
the sink
Literally,
or
that's
something?
exactly what I look like.
I waddle like that, but I've just got a tissue wrapped around my knob half the time instead, so I don't fucking get it. The last thing I want is cum in my sheets, to be honest.
True though.
The
True.
strat, like personally, what I think the strat is after a long day of work, you get into bed with your socks on and then you end up taking them off, bro. And then you got the socks right there to clean up and then you toss the sock to the ground. That's the move always.
I can't remember the last time I wore socks, to be honest. I'm always wearing thongs or slides here, so I can't relate.
Thongs? Oh, flip flop.
That's what they're flops.
Flip flops.
I was gonna ask.
They
King
call them that
Condor
there,
wears
yeah?
thongs. Let's go,
Bro.
I know, I wear thongs too, but I'm referring to my feet, the ones on my feet.
God damn. All right, wait. So you said in your sheets. I gotta clarify this. Are you a guy who only jerks off in bed, or do you jerk off at your desk?
I will jerk off pretty much anywhere I see fit, provided it's appropriate, of course. Legally, for legal issues. So, but provided it's in my own.
King
Fine,
Condor at the
mine-
fucking like he's at the supermarket in his car, just like, oh yeah.
Okay, real question.
Not to
Has
that extreme.
anybody in this call rubbed one out in the car? Real question. Not had sex in the car.
There's probably
yes,
there's
I
probably 3 times in high school where I was like,
Yeah.
"There's no way I'm getting through this day without a quick nut."
Yeah. I definitely did. Yeah, I think I was working at Walmart though.
I pulled up to
100%.
school and I was like, this shit's 7 hours? Nah.
All right, cool, interesting. Sorry, I didn't mean to interject. We're having
You
it's a great start.
It didn't happen recently, but I was driving out to my parents' place a while back. It's like a 6 to 8 hour drive depending on traffic, and just like you drive on the highway, your mind is wandering, and sometimes just fucking hits you like a brick wall. Like, okay, I didn't jerk off while driving. Like that's wild. That would be too much. But I pulled
You're
off.
going to jail for that one.
Yeah, I barely believe you.
All right, man. I pulled off. I grabbed a coffee and I was like, hey, I sat there, I was like drinking, and I'm like, dude, I am so hard right now. Just in my car.
And that's uncommon for you, right?
My dick works, okay? Right now it works, bro. Come on.
Wow, man.
Fuck you,
Yeah,
T-Papa.
you had to take advantage of the situation,
I'll
huh?
stop. Okay.
So my dick is hard for the first time in 3 weeks. I got him to take advantage of it, bro.
I don't think he did anything today. He was just fucking horny and he just came onto this podcast and now here we are, bro.
I mean, I don't
Started
know.
in your chat today, Nick, and now it's just carried over. This was his plan all
You're
along.
right. You're
Yeah,
right.
He's
you're
heard
right.
the
He's just
cries
warming
of
us up.
they want more degenerate talk on the podcast, and he's here. He's here to rip it.
He's farmed it out of us.
I
I
respect
was
it.
talking shit in your chat, and I said it in somebody else. I was in Uberu's chat, by the way. By the way, I don't know if we've had the chance to talk about Mr. Uberu since the last cast, but we have a brand new addition to Based. I don't know if you guys have heard. Brand new member.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
He
it works
goes by
out better than
Mr.
the other ones.
Oh yeah. You can introduce him, Seth. It's all you.
Facts.
Fuck you.
I will.
Bitches,
Shout out
talk
to
your shit.
the bald cap god, firm handshakes, meme prodigy. Mr. Uber is now part of the Bay Squadron. Solid pickup. He's hot. Got to get him early. I think. Good for our stock. Stock is definitely risen. I would say in probably the next 2 years, he'll be a 4,000 viewer Andy, and he will dwarf all of us. Very entertaining man, very talented, goated on the sticks. Also good at editing, etc. Very artistic, good thoughts, good brain. So yeah, good addition. Solid. Stock up. Shout out to
Yeah,
Mr. Uber.
perfectly
If you don't
put.
follow
And,
him, do it
first-
now.
First edition in about 7 months.
Probably since we started doing these casts. Yeah,
it's been a while. We some people that were just not active and not really like looking to pursue streaming. We took them like off of like the physical stream team itself, and yeah, we've been looking to add more people.
But
So,
I think the last person we added was Mick Homie, which was like last June.
No, was that
Yes.
Zoe? Or was it Mick?
No, it was
Zoe
Mick.
before
It was Mick.
Mick.
It was Mick.
Damn,
Yeah.
it's been a while.
All right.
Yeah,
Nick was the
that was in
last person
June.
we put on the team.
That was in June of last year. Yeah.
To be fair, our stream team is fucking massive. There's like 20 plus people in it, right? That's like this is the biggest RuneScape related.
Well, that was
group I've seen.
I think that was a thought behind it. We had a ton of people, and there's a lot of people who just weren't active and who didn't really like wanted to pursue streaming full time. So some of those people are not on anymore, and now we've I feel like there's room to add a couple people now.
Yeah, I personally
So-
want to trim it down to like 10, but you know, I stay quiet.
T Papa was gunning.
He wants
bro.
about
He's trying
half
to take
of this
Ta-
call off the team. I'm
He
telling
was trying to take Tasty off. He's getting a little wild, bro. He got crazy.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen in the Tasty After Dark podcast if you kick him off, bro?
That's true. That's true. He was supposed to
of
be here
Tasty.
tonight. Zoe had already said in the previous shoot, but he is not here because he has to wake up in the morning, which is very
It's very tough for him.
That's no excuse. That's not an excuse.
What's your
I'm
sleep
saying, I would've
schedule,
just pulled an
Condor?
all-nighter.
What, are you a DGen? Because I don't think you are, because you line up with us and you're on the other side of the world. So
I like, dude, I slept for like 4 hours last night, but then like I slept 2 hours before that, but then I was up for like 12 hours. I don't have a sleep schedule, man, because I'm
so you do
streaming.
meth too? Hell yeah, man.
I do it all completely drug free. I don't even have energy drinks. I just smash Pepsi Max and yeah, I just do what I can because I
No
stream.
caffeine.
Well, Pepsi
Max has some.
Oh, does
no?
that caffeine? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
No alcohol? What's your alcohol intake? So no
Raw
drugs.
dogging life. What the?
What's your
Normally-
alcohol intake like?
Normally, I don't drink a whole lot lately, just because I can't be fucked. Unless I only drink when I stream, really. I did
So,
two this
but
morning.
you stream like how many times you stream a week?
5.
Okay,
But
so
I only like it's only through like chat incentive basically. Like I did 2 shows this morning because of people donating. That's about it. Otherwise, I just don't have the time to drink. 'Cause I'm always like,
when you
yeah.
stream, because I'm a big beverage enjoyer, you know, while streaming.
Yeah.
When you stream, are you drinking on the side, or is it just, you know, chat incentive?
Just when it comes up. I don't normally drink on the side. I probably have a handful of times, but I don't normally try to, because at least when I first started streaming, I had to do a lot of driving as well after, because I've got a son as well, so I've got to worry about going to drive to either pick him up or have him in the morning.
And goodbye. They took him out.
What?
Captured him.
You're good. You
Oh,
can
you
go.
continue. He's back. He's back.
It's
That was
over,
quick.
bro.
He came back quick.
Hello?
Nick, you're muted, by the way.
So, fuck.
Yeah, you got bounced from the call for a second. Sounds
Sorry.
good now though.
Yeah, you're chilling.
We good? We
Yeah,
good?
go.
So you were talking about how you
Oh,
drive a
Fuck,
lot
where did I start?
typically after stream.
Hold on, let me fix this shit real quick.
Me and Condor have the same shit internet. That's why I was telling you guys. That's why I dove so deep into talking earlier about internet, because I've been through the wormhole looking at all the options that I can better my internet with. Because obviously, as someone who creates content, bad internet is just not good.
It's
So
the fucking worst thing ever. Yeah. As I was saying, so I do a lot of driving
While drunk, you were saying.
because I have to make sure I can pick up my son and everything as well. And fuck me. So I just try not to drink.
That was perfectly timed.
The pinnacle of my content is just fucking lagging. That's pretty much it. It's just disconnecting and getting mad because my internet's not fucking working.
Okay, so
Dude,
I
tilted.
gotta let the people know. So if you haven't watched the Condor stream, he has his RuneScape account is on one internet service, and his stream is streaming from another internet service. So sometimes he'll get kicked off of RuneScape, but he's still live, and he can't log in, and he just starts bitching, and it is so fucking funny because he just like the stream's not down, but he can't play RuneScape, and he gets mad, and dude, he's like halfway through a chambers, and he gets booted. It's fucking gold, bro. It's
Fucking hell.
The amount of solid ohms I've been kicked from, and I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? It got to the point where I just stopped raiding alone because it just kept happening. It's been really good now, but oh man, that shit drives me up the fucking wall. Hey, fuck.
I will say no, it's actual content. Like the lagging is content in his stream, like 100%. Like I love it.
It is good. It's good. I fucking hate it, but at the same time, like this is good content. So.
Is the internet bad due to your location, or is that like a overwhelming thing in your area, or?
It's just it's my location because I moved out into the bush, so we don't have any fiber optic underground internet out here. So I was relying on Starlink, and then my stream is off of mobile 4G. So and then I've recently dropped Starlink because I was able to get the NBN, which is like a fiber optic system, through a radio tower here now. So I'm playing on that. So it's just like, it was a pain in the ass, but I only chose to move out here to help my parents out. So I was like, if I can get internet and can stream, I'll do it. And I did it, and it's been the most stressful fucking year of my life, but it's getting better.
Who would have thought moving in with your parents would be more stressful?
No, not moving in. They moved out, and then I moved in.
Oh, you took over.
You fucking kicked them out, bro. Yeah, hell yeah. Put them in their place.
I've done that twice now, actually. I kicked them out of the old house as well. So they keep moving further south, and then I keep moving to where they just were. So,
holy shit.
Mum's got this idea that she can Airbnb any house, and I'm like, no, you fucking can't. I'll live there because otherwise you're just gonna waste money. So, yeah.
I'll leave with a more I guess serious question. I guess if you want to give a like backstory to you, how you came into content creation, how you started playing RuneScape, etc., etc. Because honestly, I don't even know myself.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know the origin story, but
I don't know anything about it.
I've taken a lot of Condor content. I have no idea how it starts.
Yeah, so
I've seen way too much of your body to not know about you. So like, I gotta.
I told you he's horny today, bro. He's fucking horny.
My backstory to RuneScape is pretty basic. I started playing, fuck knows how long ago, back around the classic era with my brother, and then just like as I did in my childhood, on and off until EOC came out. Then I stopped. Old School RuneScape came out, and I've been playing Old School RuneScape pretty much since its release. Although my first original account got banned for botting, so that's which was actually recently unbanned too.
Were you guilty?
And then Oh yeah, 100%. I got to like 97 Hunter, and I was like, fuck this. So I botted to 99. And I was like, damn, that was actually awesome. So I started botting Agility, and then I got banned on the Varrock Rooftop. It's like, oh, I deserve that.
One? Yeah.
So I quit for like a year, and then came back, and then that's now my main, and now I've got the group Iron, and that's pretty much the TLDR of my RuneScape story. But for YouTube, shit. I think I started making videos like 6 or 7 years ago. It was just bullshit, me messing around with my mates, because I took a lot of inspiration from watching a lot of like iDubbbz and Filthy Frank and Max Mofo, and just how they were just memeing and doing whatever the fuck they wanted. So I was just making videos on anything. Like if you go way back on my channel, you'll find some, in my opinion, some of my best content, some absolute fucking gems. They got nothing to do with RuneScape, but it's just low quality. Like I'm in my house in the middle of the night. I think it's 2 a.m. I'm angle grinding a fucking laptop because I'm reviewing HP's laptop, and I think it's a steaming pile of shit. So I've got like some. There's this guy that like hosts the news channel in Australia, and he's a piece of shit. So I had his face on the monitor, and I just angle grinded down the middle to like finish the video off. My brother's 2 a.m. My brother's like, "What the fuck are you doing in that room?" So, I got some bangers back there. And then I stopped. I got a girlfriend and stopped doing YouTube because women get in the way of fucking everything. And then
preach, brother.
Yeah.
And then I got back. I got back into doing YouTube when I was in between jobs, because I left one job and I was looking for another one. So I started doing YouTube again, and then I just like made a video on the Hydra, because I have to actually thank Mr. Mammal for everything I've got, to be honest, because I tried to do the Abyssal Sire, and that was the only boss I couldn't figure out how the fuck to do on the wiki. I think the wiki is pretty good at explaining things, but this is back when the Sire first came out, and the wiki, I was reading it, I was like, what the fuck is a respiratory system? Like, what the fuck is this? So I was watching a video. Mr. Mammal had like a 16, 20-minute guide on the Sire, and I just skipped through to what I needed to know and closed it. and did the boss. And then I was doing the Hydra, and I was thinking of YouTube content. I was like, why the fuck was his video 16 minutes long? And the boss was 2.5 minutes? So I was like, all right, fuck it. I'll do a guide on the Hydra. Everyone's is like 10 minutes long. So I hit record. I showed my setup, and I was like, this is what you need. I'm going to kill the Hydra. I went in, and I just voiced over the entire kill. I said, hit him, do this. Oh, look, it's not that fucking hard. Done. Got the kill, uploaded it, and it was like the first video to get a couple thousand views pretty quickly. And I was like, all right, I'll do it again. Did it with a giant mole. It still worked pretty well. And then the next day, the Nightmare came out. This is when that was released on the 6th of February. And I was like, I'm going to do a guide on release. And as soon as the boss came out, I did 1 kill. I watched Wooks do it. I did 1 kill. And then I recorded the next kill. And then that's also where the bark came from my channel, which everyone raves about. Which to me, it was just a fucking autistic noise, but people just love it. So I've kind of just marketed around it, I guess. But it came from that video, and I got like 20,000 views in a night. And I was like, shit, all right. Okay. I'll do that then. And then just kept making guides that were like 3 minutes long, 4 minutes long on simple bosses, and it just kind of snowballed from there. That's pretty much where it all started, I guess. So
you're pretty good about the like on release guides. Actually, I feel like the last like year, I feel like every boss that's come out, you've had some kind of video out like within like 24 hours. Is that like an expectation
on
now?
the PvP? This new PvP update. Dude, you had a video out within an hour.
I had all 3 boss videos out within 2.5 hours of the release. Oh,
that's insane.
Mini bosses. Yeah, it was easy. I just went in. I was like, did a kill. I was like, oh, it's that easy. Done. And that was it. And just like, it was 5 minutes of recording, 2 minutes of uploading. I one take it. I don't write any scripts for any of my videos. I just I hit record and wing it every time. And I find it saves me a lot of time, because every week I do a Rune News video as well on the update. Mm-hmm. And they're normally about 10, 12 minutes long. And I one take those. I spend about 35 minutes recording, about another 35 minutes editing, and then upload it. And yeah, every week there's an update. You can expect a video to be up within like 2 hours of the update being done, just because I've got like a system going now. I've been doing it for that long. I've just got all my presets ready. I'll just hit record, talk about the update, and then just send it. So
there you have it. If you need the bare bones guide day one, subscribe to Mr. Condor.
If I catch anyone copying my fucking format, though, I will find you, and when you go home, I will be under your fucking bed.
You heard it here, folks.
I've seen some people try it.
It worked for me before I like even knew you or you knew me. That I used your gauntlet guide, the CG guide. That was mine.
Yeah, I was gonna chime up and say I used I think it was like 2 years ago. Like I had just started streaming and I needed a KQ guide. And for whatever reason, yours was right at the top, and I clicked it. I watched it on stream, and everyone's like, I literally asked my chat. I was like, "Is this like a real guide, you guys?" I was like, "I can't tell if he's trolling. Like, I can't tell if he's like bullshitting." And everyone's like, "No, what he's saying is true. Like the gear stuff, everything you should wear, like that's true." So
yeah,
I think we all have. I mean, I used your Fasani guide, and I think it's really good.
Yep, that's what I watched.
I'm so proud of that guide. That was fucking badass.
Oh, that's your bang, man. Yeah. And like, it's like great content. The fact that you're usually using like, somewhat budget gear and not like, they're not like efficiency guys, it's just like how you're going to do it, which anyone who's like looking for a guide is obviously not going to be like rock to the max.
Most of those other guides, like the Asuka Yen guides and those other guides, it's like too much information. Like I need to get in the room once or twice anyways. Can you just like, and then I can go back and watch another guide to understand it more. But like Condor's guide gets you in the door. I remember I was streaming and I hadn't killed Corp yet. And I was trying to find a good guide on YouTube, and I had like watched like 3 or 4 videos, and chat was just like, bro, watch the fucking Condor guide. I'm like, if I watch the Condor guide, the count's gonna die. Like we're just, if we go off the Condor guide, we're gonna die. And then I potted Condor guide on stream, and it was like, oh, this is the only guide that's worth watching. They fucking Condor taught me Corp, bro. That's who taught me.
I just I'd want to say we love I love your guys, but you mentioned Mr. Mammal, right? I remember very specifically, like way back when one of the first Mammal guides I looked at was how to do DKs, and I just pulled it up on the side. There is a 19-minute and 37-second video on how to solo Dagonoth Rex, just Rex, not even on the rest of fucking DKs, bro.
Oh my god!
20-minute video on how to solo Rex, bro. Oh my god.
I'd probably watch that too.
That's the worst part. I probably watched it fucking too, man.
That's what those guys are needed, because I feel like the best way to learn is just to get in there and die. Obviously, for T-Papa, you need to be, if you're hardcore, it's different. But like for main accounts, regular Iron Man, just getting in there and doing it's going to be best for you. Not wasting an hour of your time watching somebody give you all this information. Like you need enough information to get in there and like have an idea, and then die a couple times, figure it out. So I think it's definitely needed.
Yeah, I think it was just a market that I found that was like no one else was really doing, just quick go-to guides that were just literally, this is the kill, this is what I'm using. And then I just have that kind of don't give a fuck attitude on it as well for people that just want to not take it too seriously, which some people go like to the extreme and absolutely fucking hate the guides because they're not bit by bit. Some people are like, you didn't tell me how to get there. I'm like, if you don't know how to get there, why the fuck are you doing the boss? Like, then I go to the other length. Sorry?
I was gonna just ask, so like what's your mentality now with like anytime you see like a new boss coming out? Like, are you like excited? Is it just easy for you? Is there any like pressure, like, oh fuck, I gotta like make, like people are expecting a day one guide, or
no, it's pretty easy. I just kind of like when the Phantom Mossbar came out, I just kind of was like, all right, I'm gonna make a guide, and then I just kind of did the quest and then did the guide, and then that was it. Like I didn't really put too much thought into it. It's literally just record, send it, and then just edit it and hope it turns out all right. And then if it goes good, and I'm like, sweet. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of my YouTube channel or like career is based off of just winging it and hoping for the best. And it seems to work out pretty well so far. So,
based.
Let's keep going. If it works, fuck it.
Speaking of commenters like that, what are your thoughts on YouTube commenters, man? Because they be saying some shit.
In like on video comments.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't give 2/3 of a fuck what anyone thinks. Like, if you have a negative view on my video, okay. If you watch it, sweet. Like, turn your ad blocker off. Like, cool. If you're not, like, you don't have to watch it. I'm still gonna go live and make videos because I've got people that do enjoy it and that give a shit. Like, I couldn't care less if someone's got a negative opinion on my shit, because you're putting content out publicly, right, on the internet. You have to expect feedback, whether it's negative or positive. So you can't expect everyone to enjoy what you put out there. So it's not for everyone. But yeah, some people come by and just say, "Oh, I don't like your content." It's like, well, okay, I don't want you in my community anyway. So fuck off, go find someone else.
Banned.
And then they get upset by that. It's like, well, what were you expecting? You expected me to be like, "Oh no, stay." Like, I don't like. Who the fuck are you?
No, man, stay.
I got another 100 people here that fucking watching. You think you fucking matter? Like, no, you don't. That's, and I think that's the best mindset to have about it. They're not going to support you, so why the fuck are you entertaining their shit? So fuck it. So sometimes I troll them and hit back though and
keep
just
it going.
It's not us.
You stream on YouTube, and obviously you watch and you digest Twitch, because I've seen you in my chat, and I've seen you in other people in here's chats. What it like for you? What, as far as like the chatting goes, what is the main difference? Is there like a start? Because like you're obviously like, I've watched stream a little bit, but I'm not deep enoughly embedded into YouTube streams to really know anything about the culture around the chatting in there. So like, what's the biggest difference you see between the two?
I think the biggest difference is, which is the advantage Twitch will almost always have, is like, I guess the community, like, because everyone knows everyone on Twitch. You'll often see the same person in 3 or 4 different people's Twitch chats, right? So they kind of keep the same atmosphere and the same culture around them, and it is a completely different culture on YouTube. I don't know if it's necessarily because it's YouTube and Twitch. I think it's also I think the creator makes the chat as well a lot of the time, because you can see some Twitch chats too that are just fucking bone dry and dead because the creator is just sitting there drooling and cutting fucking trees all day. So I think you have to have that sort of like element as well. Because I know that Chaos OSRS, he streams on YouTube, and I get people from his chat coming through sometimes, and we have like a bit of a back and forth with our chatters too. So, but the Twitch atmosphere is definitely a lot more. There's a lot less lurkers I find on Twitch as opposed to YouTube. A lot more people just lurk and watch. And if you call out the lurkers, they'll normally just say hi and then just fuck off to lurking again. Because that's what a lot of people, I guess, using like YouTube TV and shit, and just have me in the background, and they just let me know they're cleaning their house and they got me in the background. So I try to set off their Alexas and shit sometimes, tell them that they text mum I'm pregnant. Doesn't seem to work apparently. So, but yeah, I find Twitch has a lot more. You can have an easier time interacting with people for sure. But I don't really have too much of a problem myself on YouTube as opposed to some other people. So I think it also does come down to the creator themselves as well at the end of the day.
In terms of numbers, is the YouTube stream like the YouTube viewers, like YouTube stream viewers in the RuneScape section versus Twitch, are they comparable, or is it smaller on YouTube?
You'd have a bigger stream audience on Twitch, but you've got a bigger like viewer audience on YouTube, because like you've got. I would say that RuneScape YouTube is bigger than RuneScape Twitch. I would say, because you got so many more people watching videos as well as streams, and YouTube does just have a bigger audience. Like I think you've got about 200 people on YouTube for every one person on Twitch, so you do have a bigger pool of fish to catch.
100%. I think it comes down to digestibility, because for a stream you have to be a lot more invested to sit there and watch someone stream, and especially to get on your keyboard and type something.
For sure. So videos are way easier to watch than streams. So it's just a matter of getting people to come and hang around or interact at the end of the day. I'd say Twitch you still have a much easier time with starting up streaming as well. If you were going to start off streaming and build an audience from nothing, you would definitely start on Twitch, because you just have so much more. Even just like getting affiliate is so fucking easy on Twitch, as opposed to getting part of the partnership program on YouTube. It's like 1,000 subscribers. No one wants to fucking subscribe to anyone on YouTube, because that's effort, you know. So it's a lot easier to start off on Twitch for sure.
Did you try
that like button?
Did you try streaming on Twitch at all, or you just went straight to YouTube?
No, I used to do Twitch when I first started streaming. I originally wasn't ever going to stream, because I was concerned that I would say some borderline questionable shit and get banned. So I was like, there's no point in streaming, because no one's going to like what I say. I'll just say some dumb shit. But then people kept asking me. This is when I had like maybe 4,000 or 5,000 subs on YouTube, and I did a Twitch stream once, and it went really well. And I was like, oh, I've got to do that again. And I did it again. I was like, fuck, this is fun. All right, do it again and again. And I kept going, and like you get addicted to it. And then I was this fucking close to being able to apply for partner. I was like 2 days off. Then I had some like legal issues with my family court stuff with my son, so I had to like stop the YouTube shit, and I had to start doing overtime at work, and it just cut into my time. So it all just like fucking went down the drain, and that's when my YouTube channel, I think I got to about 8,000 subs, and then it stopped growing. It was still growing slowly, but it just kind of came to a halt. Everything had to stop for about 3 months. Then I picked it back up in December of, I think, like 2020 or 2021, one of the 2 years. I picked it back up when I released my Cox guide, and I went live, but I went live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook at the same time. I was like, fuck it, like, may as well do all three and see what happens. And I just found YouTube to be more appealing, because, I mean, people started taking the channel membership stuff more seriously, and because I just started putting out guides again, YouTube was doing a lot better rather than Twitch coming back after not doing anything for 4 months. People just kind of lost interest in the Twitch, so YouTube started to take off. Facebook can get fucked by a horse. That shit is terrible. I still get fucking messages today saying, "Oh, your video has been blocked by copyright." I was like, "What the fuck?" Like that was like years ago. What are you doing? Like they say
Facebook gaming.
Yeah, that was fucked. But YouTube just seemed to really work, and it kept going, and then it took off. And then like after 2 months of coming back to it, I was like, "Shit, I might just try to do this full time. Fuck it, and see what happens." And then I told my mum, I was like, "Look, I'm thinking of quitting my job and going full time YouTube." And she was like, "As long as you can pay the bills, I don't give a fuck." So I was like, "Sweet." So I was like, oh, I'm going to quit my job in June. And then as soon as I was like, I'll quit my job in June, I was like, May sounds better. All right, we'll do May. And then April came along. I was like, let's resign today. And I just resigned like 2 months earlier than I was meant to. And I've just been full-time ever since. And I just stuck to YouTube. I just found it, having my own community, because I took a lot of distance from Twitch. I was never fully into Twitch. Even before I started streaming, I never really watched it. So I was really only into it when I was using it. And now I use it a fair bit. I just kind of dabble and hang around people's chats. So I never fully got into the culture that everyone was already immersed in. And it's the same in Twitter. I don't know what the fuck's going on Twitter. I'm mostly on there to keep up to date with everything and call people idiots every once in a while. So
do you like to piss people off on Twitter?
I like to just say what I'm thinking, and if they don't like it, then good. So yeah, that's the main premise of it. As long as if someone gets upset, and so be it. Like, it doesn't mean I hate them. I just troll people because I know that I can get a reaction and it's a bit of fun. If it's content,
I would say that Twitter is probably the easiest place to get a reaction if you really want to get someone. People will bite it.
You got some mouth breathers on there for sure. So yeah.
Do you have tweets prepared? Man. Do you have any tweets prepared for tonight for the workshop later?
No, I don't. I am so bad at tweeting, as you've probably seen from my tweets. I normally just tweet spontaneously and then just shut it and go.
I think we can find some people to and talk some shit too. Probably, I think that could we could figure that out.
Yeah, we can do that.
We can call some people on your behalf.
Call out of someone.
Yeah.
If you could call somebody out on Twitter, who would it be?
Or it depends what for, to be honest. I don't know. I would, on Twitter, I'd rather do it on YouTube, to be honest. It's my home ground. I don't really have that.
Do you have beef with any YouTube creators or no?
Yeah. You got. Let's hear about your beef, bro.
I don't really have any beef with anyone. I know that there was the whole RuneScape did a bit of thing. That was just like a joke that got blown completely out of fucking proportion. That was like, I just steered into the skid and was like, fuck it, let's keep trolling these guys. But there was no actual hate.
For all the listeners who don't know, like, the background of, you want to give us like a 30-second synopsis?
Yeah, so there was a period before League 3 that came out. Used to put out a lot of PvP videos, and it was very common that he would mention that he was sick of the way the wilderness is, and he didn't like how Jagex is doing PvP, and that he was never going to make a PvP video again. And it was consistently him just not enjoying it and complaining about it. So when the wilderness demi-boss came out in Rune News, I was like, oh, this is good, because this will get people into the Rev caves to try to kill it. So maybe Didabita could shut the fuck up for a week so he's not complaining. And,
how does that make you feel, Ditter?
Well, he didn't like it. Him and RuneScape both commented to make some reference about me being Slim Shady because I had blonde hair. So I was like, oh, good one. And then I went to Skidler's stream, which I dabble in his stream a fair bit, but I went there specifically that day because I saw RuneScape was on the camera with him. So I was just commenting, just chatting normal, and RuneScape noticed me and then was like, oh, what the fuck? This that King Condor cunt that was talking shit about Didabita, and then was like, when you're in the chat and the streamer is, and you're like, I guess it wasn't an argument we're having, but when you have an argument with a chatter, they always lose because they're the chatter. And when you're on the mic and when you're the one that's live streaming, you just have every advantage over someone who's trying to type and is delayed and is likely dumb. So the person on the mic is always like,
that's true,
going to win that argument. You have the upper hand. Thankfully for me, for whatever reason, I seem to have won the argument against RuneScape, even though he was on the mic. I'm not sure what happened there. He was kind of trying to call me out, and I just was kind of baiting him and trolling him, and I can't remember the actual conversation now. It's been about a year. But then he ended up calling Didabita to the chat, and Didabita was like, oh, fuck you. I'll fucking submit you in the octagon in 30 seconds. And I was like, all right, dude. And then I was like, on a serious note, do you want to teach me to PK? I'd love to learn to PK. And I was being genuine, and he was like, yeah, sure, log into TeamSpeak. I was like, oh, okay, no, he's being an asshole. All right, cool. And then I was like, fuck it, I'll offer them to a boxing match because I think that'd be great content. Not because I want to fight them or hate them. It's just like, who wouldn't want to fucking watch that? I think that's good for everyone. So
I'd watch. I'd pay money.
Free content.
yeah,
dude.
That's the only thing that I saw that like that entire like thing. That's the only thing I've ever seen about it was you challenging them to a boxing competition.
I was like, I mean, he said he would take me in the octagon. I think between the pair of them, I could just hold my fucking hand out. I don't think Didabit is tall enough to do anything about it.
I mean, I've met Didabit in real life. If you're going to fight one of them, he'd definitely be your better. That would be your better choice.
I'd rather fight Ditter than Evie too. Yeah.
Yeah, Evie's
a big ass dude, bro.
Yeah, that's
He's a little scary.
That's an uphill battle, but I'll still do it. I'll still do it because it'd be good content.
You should have fought them both at the same time. That would have been good content.
I was like, I'll do either one.
Match.
I don't care. Like, fucking, why not? It'd be fun. And I got no response, and I'm probably blocked or just muted at that point. But it was never like because I don't like these guys. It was just purely. I saw the advantage to troll and see where it goes. So fuck it. I figured why not? And it didn't go anywhere, unfortunately. So.
You guys all chill now, or is it still open?
Oh, there's no. I mean, I don't really touch the subject anymore. I don't think they probably just look at me as dirt and move on. To be honest, so that's probably the way. I don't think they really care. But the offer's still there. Always, I'm always down for it for the content. I think it's fucking great.
Logistically, how'd that work? How close are you guys?
Me and RuneScape are on the other side of the country to each other, and then I think that a bit is in New Zealand, so we're all in a line. I guess it's probably like a 4-hour flight.
I mean, to be fair, if you guys did a boxing match and promoted it, there'd definitely there'd be a lot of people watching.
We would be coming.
Oh yeah.
I might have to fly in. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I would buy tickets, dude. I want to be there live.
I'm telling you,
Do it in Australia. Give us an excuse to come to Australia.
I'll be the ref if you need me. If you need like a ref, I got you.
I'm serious. Like, it's content. Everything I do is I try to think of how I can make content. I figured, yeah.
As a content creator, I think that's a good idea.
You sound just like my friend Prison Joe. That's crazy.
Everything is content. If you're brave enough.
Prison Joe, the kind of guy, like, he's wearing a streaming backpack, and like if you're dying in front of him, he'd turn the stream on and be like, "Oh, bro, look at this guy. He's fucking dying."
Only you
have any last words?
No way.
Only you.
This would have been
Any final shout outs?
Any gifters to save him. He's gonna die, but a 5-pack might save him.
5-pack and I'll resuscitate him.
Listen, I'm not a big sub baiter, but if Noble was dying in front of me, I would probably just be making jokes. Like, oh, his career's dead now. Look, he's dead too. Let's crazy, bro.
Come on, man. Let me have something.
We let you sleep an extra 30 minutes.
I look forward to it. We have our little excursion in Tennessee coming up soon, and yes, I will be filming at all times pretty much.
Fuck yeah.
So sorry for the
content, it's fucking good.
Yeah.
When you guys are doing Twitchcon, yeah, it was fucking good.
Yeah, we'll do that, and then I'm confirmed. I'm gonna go to Paris, and I will switch over to the EU server on the backpack, and I'll pretty much be live every day there, harassing Bodhi.
Yeah.
So
hell yeah,
until he tells me to turn it off, and then it'll be good. It gets even better at that point when he like gets mad and tells me to turn the camera off. So that'll be good.
Just stand further away.
Dude,
but
making the IRL content is so. I don't know. I've been watching like Seth's like vlogs and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, I actually have been enjoying that a lot more than like specific RuneScape related things these days. I don't know.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
It's because you're burnt.
I mean,
I'll say this way, like,
RuneScape, bitch.
as far as like content creation goes, IRL content, you have to make like that mindset of everything is content. If you want it to be good, you definitely need that. But RuneScape's different because you have like this catalyst of the game, and then you got that combination. When it's just you and the camera, and you're staring at the camera, you gotta improvise for sure. And some people are good at it, and some people obviously are not good at it. But you were talking about some of the goats earlier. What'd you say? You used to watch Max Mofo, iDubbbz, Filthy Frank. Those guys those guys like literally would make anything content, and it was disgusting, but like drove the needle. So they're definitely like
H3 before he started the podcast and got mega fucking cringe.
Bro, I can't stand that guy. Bro, he won't stop popping on my TikTok. He's like my most hated person on the internet. I can't stand that dude. He's so hard to watch.
He was better back in the day when him and iDubbbz were doing the colorblind thing with
dude, that one vape video too. Remember, like
Vape Nation.
Oh my god, that shit was so funny.
Yeah.
Now he's just this fat idiot saying dumb shit.
He is though. Goddamn.
He's definitely he's got some bad takes, and he definitely does his fair share of virtue signaling. 100%.
H3, if you heard that, you can come on the base podcast and
Fuck
defend
that,
yourself.
dude. I
Right?
ain't know, dude. No.
Can't fuck him, dude.
I think that'd be a favorable matchup for you as well. He is. I don't think he's probably in the best shape, so I think you could. I think you could take the dub on that one too.
I don't know. I'm not in shape myself, really.
I feel like if you started training today and he started training today, I think that you would be fine.
That'd be it. I'm actually not training. I drink too much Pepsi.
Are you actually 6'8"? How tall are you?
I'm 6 foot tall and 8 inches long.
There we go.
All right.
Oh, there's 2 separate measurements.
Yes, they are. That's what I tell everyone at least anyway. But I'm actually 6'1", so I'm kind of not doing myself any favors by saying I'm actually 6 foot. But then I'm hoping that 8 inches long makes up for that. So it's, you know.
Yeah.
I went to the doctor's office last week and they did my height and I was 6'1" as well. Do you know how tall in inches 6'1" is?
Excuse me?
Do you know how many inches 6'1" is?
73.
Any of you? Yeah, it's 73, dude.
Yeah. Is it 73?
The lady looks at me, she goes, "You're 73 inches tall," and I was like, "Yo!"
He's a god-given.
Did she give you a weird look?
I was way too excited. She was confused.
Like, what's the big deal, bro?
It is a big deal.
You don't know what this is.
It's like, wow, that guy just figured out he's above 6 feet tall. What the fuck?
Must be really happy.
There's no fucking way.
How was the blood pressure, T Papa?
Oh, good. I got good blood.
Okay. Anything else? What else? What else did you get? What else is just a checkup?
Yeah, no, everything's looking good.
Okay.
You a healthy individual?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't tell them about the drug usage besides the weed, and
No, why would you?
well, like she goes, "Do you smoke?" And I go, "Weed," and she's like, "No, tobacco or vape," and I'm like, "No, I'm not a fucking weirdo." She's like, "Yeah, I know," and then yeah, we're good.
He's down about 73 inches in height. Not a weirdo.
Bro, do you guys ever have that issue when the doctor, asks you like, "Hey, do you smoke or drink?" And then the next follow-up question is like, "Are you sexually active?" And then there's like that little awkward pause in between, and you're like, "Yeah, of course I am." And they like look at you and they're like,
Well, haven't you
buddy,
been sexually active recently, Ignoble? Don't you have a lady in your life? Talk about that, or do you want to keep that? You want to keep that private?
"I'm keeping that a little private at the moment." But,
Because it's
I don't
fake.
know.
What,
We'll
can we know? Can we
It's
know
private
anything about it,
it's
or
fake.
like? You would
I'm
know.
taking this.
I was gonna
I'm
say,
taking the T-Papa route right now, bro. Like I'm buying an escort, and I'm slowly like cultivating it to make it look like that I have a girlfriend.
What do you think? What do you think the end product of this is? You think this is the one? Like what are we thinking so far?
I like this. Look, I'm on the older side, dude. I don't think I'm ready to just like date, like fuck around. If I was 18. But I like this person a lot, and I'm just want to see where it goes. I'm kind of enjoying it as it comes along, and whatever happens, happens.
If I were, I like men. Men are nice. If I were, I'm a single man looking, and I asked you to go on a date, would you say yes or would you say no? Would you say you're taken?
To you?
Or just anybody, just hypothetical, of course. I could be a girl too. If you want
Look,
me to be.
okay.
Like, if
I'm
we were
just gonna be
women-
honest. It really depends how hot you are. It's like if you're,
So you're not fully committed yet, is what you're saying.
yeah, it's not fully committed.
Okay.
But like, I mean, at the end of the day, if like what's her face, fucking like Emily Ratajkowski came up to me like 10 years into a marriage, is like, "Hey, Noble, want to go out?" I'd be like, "Oh yeah, dude, I'm single as fuck. Yeah, let's go." Like.
damn. I hope she hears this, King. I hope she hears this.
Just kidding. I am a faithful man.
He sure is.
Sometimes.
I want to
You need to make him a side. Are you
going
gonna tap Emily or no? Like you can't.
I've made it very clear to anyone that I date, even my missus now. I told her, look, if we're just chilling out one day and fucking Dua Lipa knocks on the door, says, "You coming with me?" I'm not even packing a bag. I'm fucking gone. Just make it very clear. Like I'm setting it in fucking stone now. I think it's fair.
And she's okay with that?
Well, she doesn't have a fucking choice, to be honest. But
I mean,
it's a numbers
as
game
long
at the end of the day. Is it going to happen? Probably not.
as long as you would be fair with the counterpart that could happen to you. You know, like what if some super hot, dreamy.
What if Hamzy walked up to her door and knocked on and said, "You're coming with me"? Yeah,
That's it. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Equal rights and equal lefts. Am I right, fellas?
No,
Huh? See,
Who's the
Papa,
last time?
what?
Wait, what was the last guest that they're hitting women? I forgot who it was. Who we have out here last?
Wasn't that
Roy?
Oh yeah, Roy. Yeah, he's like, I would hit a woman if I had to.
He said that, and we didn't edit that out, eh?
No, he was just saying
it wasn't
like,
exactly
defense.
in that.
No, yeah,
In defense.
out of context, that obviously sounds bad. But he said in defense of like if there was no other way out, yes, like he would defend
If a
himself.
woman's
of course,
ragging on you, you gotta swing back, bro.
As you should. I think, like if you're in that situation, like I feel like the best, obviously you want to get away, but if there's no other way to get away, like at the end of the day, you can't just die.
Gotta go through 'em.
How do we get to hitting
Dude, the
women? I thought
first
we were at the
time-
point of just
the
like.
first time I was ever on a subway in New York City, I get off and this chick is beating the fuck out of this dude. And like no one's doing anything, and I'm not gonna do anything. And dude, I'm like, this man is gonna turn on her and clock her, and she's gonna be out cold. And I remember walking by, like, I'm not seeing anything. There's like this big group getting around them, and I'm like, oh, dude, when he snaps, she's done, because he was just getting pummeled. And I made it out of the subway station. It was insane. That was literally the first time I ever got off the subway in New York City. It was amazing.
Fuck, Yeah.
Yeah.
My philosophy is always like at the very like if you were being attacked by a woman, obviously you want to try to get away from it, but I think it's always appropriate in self-defense to just fucking drop them, and if they try to get up, just push them back down, just fucking keep them on the floor, and just fucking and just let them know, Try
You
not
wouldn't
to-
run
try not
away
to
with
any
it?
group.
Yeah, bitch,
Nah,
stay
fuck,
down.
Stay the fuck down there. Know your place.
Holy shit!
But I would go for the drop before I go for the hook, Try to just put them on their ass and then.
I was
Yeah.
attacked by a woman at a football game, at a Titans game, actually, by a drunk woman from the opposing team, and I just ran. She was like coming after me, like to hit me, and I literally just ran away. And I was talking shit to her as I ran away. I was like, dude, I said you're fucking out of shape. I was screaming, you're out of shape. You can't catch me. I was yelling. I was literally running down. It was like outside on the concourse, like the big sidewalk around the stadium. I was just running, like dodging, bombing people, and I was like looking back. I was like talking shit, but yeah, she was mad because they lost. And I was like, have a nice flight. I said, have a nice flight home is what I said.
Oh, yes.
And that was it, yeah. So I was talking shit, but I got out of there. I was about to I didn't want to get hit. But I don't think I can't think of anything else besides that. That wasn't work related.
That's fair.
Yeah. Former line of work, definitely. There's some wild females out there. Be wary.
Bro, speaking of wild females, do you guys follow that Twitter, Mug Shouties?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure you love that.
I pulled
Yeah,
I pulled
that's
that
whatever.
story of that chick up on my stream yesterday. The chick that choked out her boyfriend and then mutilated him and put his dick and head in a crock pot and gave it to his mom. Yeah. Yeah.
Some of these chicks are fucking nuts, but they're so hot. Oh man.
Yeah, there's a chick, they were having meth fueled sex, and she ends up choking out the dude with chains, and then she mutilated his body with a butter knife and put his head and dick in a crock pot and left it for his mom.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
That's commitment. That's love right there.
That's the kind of love I want, bro. That's what I need in my life.
Me and who?
That could have been. I mean, like, I've definitely in my former line of work, there was I think I was probably like 22. I was pretty green, but it was a really easy call for me because the guy was outside already and she was inside. I go and talk to the guy, and he's like, "Yeah, she stabbed me 3 times with a screwdriver. She choked me. She put a metal chain around my neck and tried to kill me. Then she hit me with the chain 4 or 5 times. And then the last thing she did is she took a baseball bat and cracked him in the legs with it as he was like running away from her." And I was like, okay. And like he had the damage to like
Was this
Where
Tiger
that would make-
Woods?
where that would make sense. And I was like, okay. And he was like, he was just standing outside, like shaking. And I went inside, and like the girl was just like in there, and like I'm about to fight for my life. Like I was scared. and she's just sitting there, and like very pretty, attractive woman, not a scratch on her. And I was like, I started talking to her. I was like, well, he said you did this, 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 and this. And she looked at me and she said, yeah, that's what I did. I was like, holy shit. Right. She was like, I did that. She's no flinch, no nothing. She's like, I did all those things in that order. I was like, are you sure that's what you did? She was like, yep. And I was like, well, you're going to jail.
You're coming with me.
And that was it. Yeah.
That's enough for me.
Yeah, ignoble. So when you started talking about that, that reminded me of that. That's one of the man. Easy night though. That's an easy night right there. That's
no complications.
Yeah, real easy.
God, now I'm all distracted scrolling through Mike Shouties while you guys are talking.
Yeah, I think I don't know. It's my personal experience, but in that experience, women are much more forthcoming with like wild shit they've done than men. Men will lie left and fucking right. The women, they'll just straight up tell you.
The women, they're fucking proud of it. Like, yeah, I fucked him up. What up?
Yeah, women are much more forthcoming with information. What I don't know what that is. We're all liars and pieces of shit. I guess that's what it boils down to.
Cancel all men.
Men are probably more scared of prison, to be honest, than women are.
Yeah, I wouldn't do good in prison. I got my long hair.
You would not.
No.
I got long hair, thick ass.
And you would have to go back into religious mode and start selling that to them.
Oh
Then
yeah,
you'd be good.
I would.
Pastor Papa and the fucking.
Oh yeah.
As soon as fucking Request finds out which cell you're in, you got two choices. You either get on your knees and pray, or you bend the fuck over. So
He's getting on his knees in any case, bro.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Bro, I was just thinking, if all six of us, we were in jail for some reason, white collar, blue collar, some crime, who would survive the longest? All of us put us in the same jail.
Oh, Q-Neeks. Q-Neeks would get taken care of.
Why though?
That's true.
Yeah,
Q-Neeks would
I'm
be
out for
everyone's
Fine
favorite.
surviving.
Oh, I guess you're saying because I'd be everyone's favorite, nobody's gonna hurt me.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, no, Q-Neeks would be a prized possession on the inside. Are you kidding me?
I got a
I mean,
night
it
with
probably
Quincy.
hurt.
I would probably get killed trying to like fight for the right to have him as my lady. Honestly. So I probably would die first, to be fair.
yeah.
I'd be like, we're gonna be in it for a while. I might as well be putting it in somebody that I love, I got
Ain't no way he said that. Oh my god.
Facts.
Well, we're both here.
Nick, how
Yeah,
do
would you
feel about
rather?
hearing
Yeah,
that?
honestly though, Nick, would you rather some random big guy be fucking you or me? Like, who would you choose?
That's just crazy. This is
If it came
crazy.
down to it, what do you think? Like, what would
Are
you
you
do?
gonna be
You
out
know
of
the
place?
answer, bro. Yeah, sure. I don't know. Bro, I don't wanna think about this.
me? Just pick me.
Yes, Joe.
Okay.
Yes,
All right,
bro.
thanks.
Yep. I'll
Thanks,
let you
bro.
hit.
All right.
Yep.
How does this change the dynamic of like you guys have definitely shared a room before in Vegas and stuff?
We
so-
shared multiple rooms. We shared the room in Vegas. We shared the room in Phoenix.
Thanksgiving.
So,
Yeah.
It was good.
Huh.
Unfortunately
I
for
think if we got
TwitchCon
another
Las
room-
Vegas, he will not be in our place, but he's gonna be there every day in the hot tub on his demon shit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in all the places that I know of that are like the homies side of the group are like within walking distance of the place we have for Vegas TwitchCon. So I'm excited. But yeah, I'll be spending a lot of time over there, and hopefully I'm gonna drive. So
Well, that would lead me to my next question. Condor, do you have any plans to possibly attend any of the cons or anything this year, or no?
I haven't got any plans, but I was pretty close to going to TwitchCon last year. But
about
those
this year?
plans fell through. This year, I am open to the idea because obviously my missus lives in California
She's
anyway,
close.
so she would probably do that with me. I don't know when it is though, or
It's in October.
I'm
Got time to
totally
plan.
open to do it. Totally open to
Your
do it. I wouldn't
missus-
be.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, I was gonna
No,
ask about your
no.
missus, but I'll let you finish your thought.
Yeah, that's it. Like, yeah. I'm open to it, 100%.
Are you
I was gonna
open
ask
in
you
your
three.
relationship with your girlfriend? Sorry, Noble.
You have.
Opening my relationship.
Like, do people know that
distance?
you got?
Oh, yeah.
Do people like know you guys are dating?
Yeah, I mean, we don't like advertise it
Okay.
on social media or anything, but yeah, like, you know, yeah, people, like everyone in my community knows. Well, I say everyone, most people. Some people try to slide in the DMs. It's really funny. Some of the DMs that go to her. Some content creators as well. Some of those DMs.
Oh,
are pretty...
I can imagine.
Oh,
I've seen her content as I've scrolled Twitter before. I can imagine she gets quite a few messages.
you get some gems, that's for sure. It's pretty good.
Anybody in this call, I message her.
Drop the ads.
No one in this call.
No one in this call.
Drop the receipts,
Okay.
bro. Yeah,
Nah,
I
I
make
don't
sure to
drop the
message her on
ads,
an alt. I wouldn't do it on my main. That's fucking stupid.
I would recommend using an alt.
How do you feel about that? I feel like a guy like you takes that as like a compliment. You know, you're not like salty about it. Like you're like.
Yeah, you know, like at the end of the day, she's not gonna fucking. She tells me about it, and it just like tells me how grossed out she is by all these people, and I think it's fucking hilarious. So, yeah, no, it's fucking awesome. So, keep going, boys. It's good. So some of the guys, I was like, yeah, okay, that's fair enough. But I also expect it from.
Who like? Has there been any like very like? Has there been any like really big content creators sliding their DMs?
Oh yeah, over 100K subs on YouTube creators.
Oh hell yeah!
That's juicy right there.
Yeah.
That's
So she didn't
right there.
reply. She didn't reply, and they just went and unfollowed her, and it was like, you know, I thought that was funny to follow.
You know what that
Yeah,
was?
maybe.
Is they were stroking their shit late at night. It was late at night, and they ripped it.
They're like, fuck it, I'm famous. I'm a slide.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna be honest.
For trying. Can't blame
If
you
I
for
have
trying.
100K, if I'm 100K, it's 2 a.m. I am
We're
stroking
kicking you
my
off
dick
the
and
team
sliding.
if you get 100K, bro. We gotta get rid of you. Brand risk. Bro.
I'm sliding in so many DMs like, hey babe, I don't know if you know me, but I got 100K on YouTube. So,
To be fair, I don't think a lot of these people were aware, or even maybe not even aware now that we are dating though. So
Yeah, that's probably
That's
that probably
fair.
plays a little bit
That
of
is
a role.
fair too.
I think so. I never look at it like a personal attack. Of course, like that'd be ridiculous. And she's her own fucking woman. She can look after herself. But yeah, no, just some of the people that she tells me comes through, and some of the things that I said. It's just it's good entertainment. It's good. It's funny.
I have two questions, two follow-up questions. One,
Mhm.
since you guys are long distance, California and Australia,
Yep.
do you have sex on Discord?
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Let's fucking go. We do too.
What's like a
Wait, what?
what's
I was
a
referring to
standard
us.
what's a standard sexual encounter look like on Discord for you?
Are you gonna make him explain?
What I see, or what she would see.
Both. Yeah, it can go both ways.
Oh God.
I mean, you've seen the picture that was posted on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not normally fully getting naked, but I don't really do a whole lot to change my setup. I don't know.
You got the green screen on, like turning out the different shit.
You can
It's
put
like,
yourself
oh,
on
yeah,
a beach.
Didn't the green
and
screen
have-
make your cock
Yeah.
bigger?
Get
That
it all
could be a good
romantic
shot,
and
bro.
shit. Yeah, damn. I should pick up my game. I just leave
Yeah,
it
you
fucking
could get the
green.
fire-
You're good.
Yeah, put a fireplace behind you or some shit, you know?
A classy jerk.
It's just a concept of her showing me what I want to see and me jerking off for the most part.
Let's go.
I mean, I haven't got a hole to put
Well
it in,
put.
so
Yeah, well put.
yeah. She came over last year in October, and she's coming over again this year. So if times line up, and I'll be going to see her over there. I will try to line it up with Twitchcon stuff anyway, but.
Yeah,
see
we
how it goes.
definitely would like to see you, meet you, come by,
Yeah, it'd be fucking
come by the
awesome, for
spot.
sure.
We got we sent it on a pretty wild spot because everything was getting booked out. Because there's also a concert that weekend as well.
Yeah, I saw the house that you guys posted. That was the mansion.
Yes, this time.
Yeah.
Do you know
Yeah,
what's
the
funny
house looks
though?
ridiculous.
What's funny about
Fucking
this
nuts.
like mansion that we got is that it is cheaper in total than the place we got in San Diego, and it
That's
has more
crazy.
beds. And it has more beds. It's cheaper
And
has more
way
space,
more shit
so-
to do. A fucking
and-
pool, hot
yeah.
tub, all that.
Yeah.
Like
It's
Way-
it's not on a bluff overlooking the ocean is the difference.
That's the thing, dude. The view of the other house, which like we didn't,
It'd be
which was
okay.
cool, but it wasn't
I
like what
guess.
we really
we didn't
needed.
appreciate it. We
How,
hung out
how
at
much?
I
Yeah,
did.
bro. Were you?
Oh, dude,
Okay,
in my
I'm
room-
the only person that did.
Bro, because I mean, to be fair, I was the only one that really had the balcony to go out and enjoy it. But every night, dude, I was sitting out there just listening to the waves, hitting the Puffco, and I was like, all right, this is nice.
Yeah, no,
It was really nice. Don't get me wrong,
It
but
was
it's
a
just
nice
crazy.
view. I mean, I remember our big party we had Saturday night. The last 3 people standing were me, Jake C, and Scatizo, and we went out there at like maybe like 6 a.m. and just kind of like dangled our feet off the cliff and watched the waves crash. It was nice, man. But probably
Hey,
not
this-
exactly what we were paying for when it came to having a house to party in for Twitchcon.
That place, for how much it cost, as far as like bed space goes, was insane. 'Cause we barely had any.
That's
beds,
what it
really.
was. Yeah, it had
Shit
like
crazy.
3 bedrooms.
Yeah, it was. This place has, I think, 7 or 9, I guess, but like 7 or 6
Yeah.
like big ones, and then like 3. It's much more space, so it'll be cheaper, but it's gonna be more expensive because we're gonna gamble. But at least we can huff the copium of, hey, this B&B is cheaper. So.
Any excuse to gamble a little bit more.
Yeah, but also we talked about that. We're not going to be. We're not obviously in a hotel. We're going to be in this really nice place in the B&B, and that will definitely deter us at least a little bit from gambling because the accessibility of getting on the elevator and going to the tables is.
Is he fucking up or is that just
Well,
me?
Yeah, no, he's
Yep.
fucking out in the
They did
boonies
a-
of Tennessee.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
corn internet is
Did I just DC?
Yeah.
Nah, you didn't. You
Yeah.
lagged a little bit. But yeah, no, we're definitely not going to be gambling as much just because we're not going to be literally in a casino like for our lodging.
Yep.
We gotta
Yeah,
go
that's probably
one
the
night back
smarter way
in
to go
strip.
about it as well.
That was the worst part because even like on the very last day, we're all
Y'all were
all there
still
like,
fiending.
let's go down one more time.
You were
It's just
scraping for
there.
the dopamine. Yeah, bro. You were guys were like,
Yes,
ow,
keep it on.
well.
Hey, Chipapa, we got to do another sports bet. It's tradition. We have to send another sports bet for sure. while we're
When
there.
is in October? Oh, dude, that's gonna be football.
Yeah, we could.
Let's fucking go,
beautiful.
dude.
We can make a more educated.
Beautiful.
I know
bet
we
and
can.
not
No,
listen
no,
to
I'll
you.
put a rack down
That's
again. We're dealing
fantastic.
with football. Like we put a rack. I put a rack down on some football. I'm putting a
I
rack
thought we
down.
do $100 and not 1,000.
Nah, that's no fun.
I ain't a bitch. What?
Wait, does that mean when we're in Tennessee, does that mean March Madness will be going on?
No.
No, that'll be after.
Yeah, no. Sorry, you're too late. March Madness
It'll be
starts.
too late.
March Madness starts. The first weekend is March 16, 17, 18, 19.
That's just it. That's it.
Well, that's the first weekend. That's where they go down from 64 teams to 16, and then the next weekend they go from 16 to 18, and the week after that's the final 4.
Yeah, in April. It's the end of April for Tennessee.
Yeah,
so.
and March Madness is gonna end the beginning of April.
Like beginning of
right.
April. Okay.
Yeah, but so we just took a humble little piss break and we were talking about what we're AFK and talking about some rune crafting. You did say your first bet on your account that you're playing on now, Condor, which is, if I'm not mistaken, is that the GIM?
Yes, it is.
Is that like
Fuckface.
your full time? Is that your main account that you're playing on right now?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't even touch my main anymore. I stopped playing it because I got too addicted to this account. And then, so I did a little bit of raiding on my main account while playing this. I do a bit of Tob with Jono, who Tao RS, who streams. I've done a few viewer TOAs as well with Prison Joe with it, which, to be honest, I don't know if you knew I was doing this, Seth, but basically the entire time during those raids, I would go in and just pick up everyone's pots that they're dropping. So you start Zebak, people drop their pots, I'm just picking them up, and that's my pots for the raid. So that was my main goal, go to Aka puzzle room, people drop their prayer pots to do the puzzle. I'm just, there's a mine now, thank you. So
I have no
that-
clue what's going on. That's why I love those
Yeah.
raids.
I'm sitting there just taking everyone's shit. But then I went PKing the other day. This is after the wilderness update. I went PKing about 3 weeks ago and I lost 24 mil. So I haven't logged in since, and I'm PKing my account to get keys from people I've killed with the group Iron Man to get my money back. So yeah, I pretty much just run the group Iron now.
Fuck the wilderness.
and group irons. I don't know how you're getting away with playing a group iron, dude. All right,
I'm getting away. Prestige, okay?
You can't talk shit. You're playing a hardcore Iron Man. That's like ancient.
Fuck you, T-Pop.
Whoa.
That's ancient. This is ancient
all
game
I do
mode.
is hear jealousy. Let's just keep it going, guys. Come on.
I'm not jealous, okay? My group iron team is Prestige. We only do content with each other. I don't have 2 people in Mac's main account sites carrying me through top. We do it ourselves with our own shit that we've had to fund.
Damn, dude.
It might be hardcore, but we don't have outside help for our Iron Man in end-game content.
Yeah, but
That's
too
pretty
bad.
cool. Wait.
No one can even see your prestige though. It's like lame. I don't even know. Like I watched you. I don't even know how much, and like I had no idea you guys were prestige. Well, but besides the fact that you saying it, but like there's
I
no
also have my
indication.
Jad helmet as well. Prestige only Jad helmet. Just thought I'd flex that.
Oh damn!
Wow.
Wow.
No way.
Do you play
CAs seem
any?
fun.
Okay, I like asking this as a question to a lot of the guests, but like, not only do you play any other games, but like, what other games would you be able to see yourself being a content creator with? Because I know you touched the Tarky a little bit, and like the last 3 days, I've been like addicted to Escape from Tarkov. I'm full addict right now.
I used to play the fuck out of Tarkov. Like I do love Tarkov. This wipe I haven't really touched. The wipe before I went pretty hard on, but the wipe before that, so 2 wipes ago, I was like, I'd be streaming. I'd finish streaming at 1 in the morning. I'd be on Tarkov till 10 a.m. and just be like fucking laser beaming cunts because it was the best time for Oz servers. I'd just be doing all my missions with my night vision and my silencers on the hills of Shoreline, popping cunts in the fucking port. It was so good. But then when I moved out here, being on Starlink, it'll occasionally like you'd lose internet for like 2 or 3 seconds, and that was enough for Tarkov to just go, nah, fuck you, and kick you from the game. And then I tried to rejoin and I died, so I just completely lost interest in Tarkov. And now that I'm able to stream consistently with this internet and I'm on the new NBN plan, I can start doing Tarkov again. I do want to get back into it. I don't know how new this wipe is. I don't know if I might wait until a new wipe comes out. I'm not sure.
It's only a couple weeks in. Like I'm level 17 right now, and I don't feel too far behind.
Okay, yeah, I might pick it back up then because I definitely played a little bit because Streets of Tarkov came out. I think this wipe, right?
Yeah.
I played 3 games. I was still on Starlink. I played 3 games. First game, I died. Second game, I went in as a scav. I got an airdrop. Then another scav shot me, so I killed him. and for some reason, I got penalized for that. So I was like, oh, fuck you. Third game, I absolutely fucking blasted some kid off the map. And then I was about to get into another fight, and then the internet dropped, and I was like, I'm not fucking playing this anymore. So I should pick it back up. It's that game. That's like the best first-person shit I've ever played.
It's the only thing that like it's the only other game that scratches the RuneScape itch. It's like
it does. It's really good. I definitely should. I might even play it tomorrow. Now I'm going to do a 24-hour stream tomorrow. I might wait, but I definitely want to pick it back up again. I've been playing Harry Potter as well. That Hogwarts game.
Oh
that's
yeah,
pretty fucking fun.
I streamed that. That was a banger.
You're just about to rip
good.
a 24-hour stream tomorrow?
Yeah, I do one once a month. So tomorrow's the day. I'm just gonna probably just do RuneScape because it's easier. I don't have to plan anything. I can just send it and let the chat choose what I do for most of it.
I think 1 a month's doable. I did it for a while.
Yeah.
How long you been doing that now?
Since I went full time, so almost 2 years now. I've been doing it once a month. I don't think I've missed a month. Or 1 month I was like, I did a 72-hour stream once. That was a mistake because I didn't sleep the entire time until about the 64-hour mark, and I had a 2-hour nap, and that was the worst fucking mistake. I should have just went all the way to 72 because I was like, I woke up after 2 hours, after 60-odd hours of not being asleep, and it was like everything hurt. I was in so much pain. And then like the next 2 days, it was like I would sleep for 10 hours, I'd be up for an hour, and then like I've got to go back to bed, and it was just like, it was terrible. That's why for this subathon I did last month, I made sure that I slept at a reasonable time for a reasonable amount of time because it just fucking kills you. But the 24-hour streams are like, yeah, I feel like I can just do them anytime now because I've done them that often.
Yeah, 61 is wild, man. When you do anything like substantially longer than 24 just looks like nothing after that. But 60 is that's insane, man.
Yeah, that hurt a lot.
Was it like after a certain amount of hours you got in this groove where you just kind of didn't feel anything? It's kind of like, I guess you can compare it to like,
you're drunk,
like running.
To be honest, I feel like I'm drunk because I'm just like, I don't know, like there's that window. It's in the second half of the 24-hour stream where you're just like, fuck this. And then like the last 5 hours, it's like, right, fresh, brand new stream, let's go. Like, it's just like you just woke up. You just suddenly have this fucking itch.
No, I was going to say the same exact thing. The last 5 hours, when I got to hour 19, I was like, okay, we're chilling. But like hours like 12 to 19, like I just want to drive utensils through my eye sockets.
It's like up and down, and then it's like, sometimes I was just zoning the fuck out. I'm just doing something. I'm just like staring, and I'm like, oh wait, I'm live. I should probably not.
I feel like the human body does that with most things, like endurance based. I ran a half marathon, and there's like a point during that half marathon, I don't know when it was, where it just kind of everything just, I quit feeling anything at all, and was just kind of like, I guess like I felt kind of like, I guess you say drunk, like I was just running, and like I wasn't, my brain, there was no thoughts. It was just. The feet hitting the ground. I just kind of zoned out, and then all of a sudden I was like a mile away from finishing. So I did that in the 24-hour streams are like that too. That's definitely the last 4 hours. You get this huge up in energy. At least I do.
The final burst of energy is the most fun part of the whole thing, honestly, because that's when you're like, you're there, you're fully like, in the moment, and that's when it's all just like kind of coming together.
Bro, I swear that the chat like is really supportive in those last 4 hours too. Like they're like
they love it. They're fucking hyped for it.
Yeah. The ending of it, like you don't feel alone. I like the camaraderie that starts to come together. It's good.
Yeah.
What's crazy to me about 24 hours is how tired you feel at certain points, and then after you end, how awake you are after you end a 24. Like me at least, I'll end it and I'll sit in my chair for like 3 hours watching whoever I rated or hopping around streams just chatting shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, sometimes I'll do that. I'll just be like awake, like I'm gonna do some gaming. Like now, like it's just different as well. Sometimes I like I'll be like, I need to go to bed. I'll turn the stream off, and then I find myself at the computer for the next 5 hours because it's just nice not having the camera and fucking lights on me, just to fucking chill out for a second. And then you just forget about it. Yeah. Then all of a sudden I'm not like ready for bed. I'm like, all right, let's keep going. It's kind of weird.
There was some scientific study which is just like if you're up for 24 hours, it's like almost equivalent to having like a blood alcohol content of like 0.08 or 0.07, something like that.
They did it on Mythbusters.
It's equivalent to being drunk.
Who published that? What journal was that published in?
I don't fucking know.
They was really trying to defraud you.
No, they did it on Mythbusters. They took people who've been awake for 20. They took people who had been awake for 24 hours, and then they took people with 0.08 blood alcohol levels, and they put them through the same driving course. And the people who had been awake for 24 hours were driving worse than the people with the 0.08. Yeah. They're hitting more cones.
Driving tired is like way more dangerous than driving drunk.
Yeah.
I mean, get that man another drink. He's going behind the wheel.
At that level, definitely, 100%.
Yeah. You definitely cannot drive after that. I mean, dude, on my 36-hour, like I was saying things that were not making sense, and I was doing things that were just not making sense.
There's no way, dude.
The amount of times I've done that is fucked. You just like ramble on about dumb shit, and someone in the chat's like, "What the fuck are you on about?"
Like, is that English? I remember doing. I remember tobbing with the boys and getting the soap maze and just running across the whole thing without thinking, like just killing the whole team. And I'm like, okay.
It's dumb shit like that is why I would never do a hardcore. I would never be able to live with a hardcore because I take too many dumb risks purely because it's for the sake of content, but I'm not thinking, oh, this is for content. Like I'll camp 20 HP in the wilderness on the Calvarion boss just because I'm trying to get the last kill instead of teleporting. Any other hardcore would be fucking out of there. But I'm like, to me, I'm like, I'm not a pussy, I'll do it. And then that shit will always get me fucking killed instantly. Like my only hardcore that I've had died at Wintertodt because I was on 3 health and I had no food. I was like, nah, it won't 3-tick me, and it did. And I was like, that's I can't own hardcore purely because I just I should have just left and I'll be fine.
Yeah,
but I know it's only Wintertodt.
I definitely agreed now.
So much, yeah.
I birthed a the hardcore that was getting somewhat decent, but as soon as I moved here and saw this internet, it's staying wrapped up until I get a better provider. I'm not playing it. I mean, well, I've done a little bit of skilling on it when I got bored, but now it's been like a month since I touched it.
Yeah. I wanna call out T Papa here, on his hardcore Iron Man.
Oh shit!
I was in his channel the other day, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm thinking about trying to get some hardcore tobs going on." And I was there. I was like, "Hey, I'd be happy to run some hardcore tobs at the end." And T Papa was like, "Yeah, dude. Well, let's do some tob." And then he immediately geared up for Sarachnis and spent like 3 hours there, and was like, didn't even mention tob ever again. He's just like, maybe, I just wanted to say, this guy's no trust. You want to defend yourself or what?
I'm not even. I just in one ear out the other. I completely disregarded what you said. I'm sorry. I can't hear you over my Avernic, my hardcore that's alive, my Twitch stream that goes live. Like I just there's literally no amount of anything you can say to me. Like nah, it's just like yeah, no, we're good.
That's a fair assessment. You are pretty rusty.
All right, buddy.
So,
all right.
I'm not going to hardcore
I was like, I remember that. First, just you got to be in the right mindset to go do that, and I don't know. I just wasn't really in it. Like honestly, you want to know the truth? Sometimes before the stream, we do a little bit bumpy bump, and I can't do hardcore top that day, and I can't remember if that was a day I did or not. And yeah, I just didn't. Well, then
that's fair.
I just because I rely on other people, right? So I got my squad, it's Kerber, it's Jake C, it's Tasty, it's Breezy, it's Mason. Like those are the people that I'd go in with, and I'd go in with anyone else too, but I just need to know, like, are you sitting up? Like, are we attentive? Yeah. Like I just I got my crew, so I'm like, okay, like ignore if I'll go with you as long as I know that like we are sat up, we are paying attention. There's no feet on the other monitor. Like
I think okay, so he might be a little bit rusty.
There's one specific person that I would have a concern with in that group though, and he's insane at the game. He's very good at top, but like how do you know Kerber's not like out of this planet?
Dude,
like
no,
do you make him take like some kind of test? Like you need to like
drug
test him before you need to give him some kind of sobriety.
He's different. He's only good.
He's
only good when he's fucked up. When he's sober, he's awful. So like with him, like you gotta like you just like, hey man, have you had some weed tonight? He's like, yeah. Like okay, then we can top. Like I can't have a sober Kerber.
Jump in Discord and rip the bong live.
Yeah. The stars they got to be aligned a certain way. It's 100%. Like the hardcore is like a Lambo at this point. Like I gotta when I'm taking it out, the conditions have to be right, especially hardcore tops. That's
I want to say, Papa, with your hardcore, if I were to ever make another one, my standard is to be better than you. So that's a good thing.
This hardcore shit, bro. Get ready for the next one. Like, oh my god. Like,
right.
Do you have a backup?
Yeah, dude. I showed it on. I showed it on stream the other day, and I snagged the username. It's gonna get forced name changed, but it's all caps and it just says "I am sexist." It's a beaut. So it hasn't anything. Definitely... It just has some agility. Like I don't know. I just play it every now and then. But yeah, I wish I wasn't addicted to hardcore. It's different. Like I don't like it. It's just purely an addiction. That's why I asked Royd if he felt the same way, and he did. He gets it. It's like I don't actually enjoy having an account that when it dies I'm very sad, but like it's just
pretty stressful as well. Do you have nightmares or dreams about it?
All the time, literally. I was just talking on stream today how I had like the weirdest nightmare ever like a couple weeks ago because I watched a stupid fucking like idle TikTok before I went to bed or some shit, and he was talking about his snail man mode, and I had like this dream where like in my dream, I had to like constantly wake up and go move my hardcore in game, or else like the snail would catch up to it and kill my hardcore. So like I'm just like the whole night I'm not even sleeping well because in my dream I'm waking up constantly to go move my account because if not the snail man from the snail man mode's gonna get it and then I'm gonna die. No, I probably have a nightmare once every 10 days.
Yeah, I've heard that's pretty common with hardcores. People just wake up in the middle of the night, stressed that their hardcore's fucking dead.
I had one felt so real like 2 or 3 months ago where I probably like once every 3 months I have a nightmare that feels so real that I log into my phone in bed to like make sure I still have status, and then I can go back to bed.
Holy shit.
No, but this is common. This isn't uncommon. Like this is
a lot of hardcore players do it.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
That's a
we were
stressful life,
hardcore. Our group was hardcore, and the goal wasn't to be hardcore for as long as possible. But I feel like when you make an Iron Man, there's no point not being a hardcore, except for the point that you might actually get stuck into it, and then it's like, okay, now it's too late to lose the life. But we were like, we'll have 5 lives, and then if we lose them, we lose them. And our last life was lost in probably the most unique way I've ever heard of a hardcore being killed. The first life, we lost it. We were all sitting in a Discord call, and one of the guys, Anubis, he was saving his HP to do Wintertot later, but he was doing like everything else first. And then all you can hear is like, oh, fuck. Nah, I'm dead. And he went to McGregor's Woods to get worms. He didn't have any cakes on him, and he got fucked by the dogs.
No.
That got him. The next time, I was just sitting there, and then all I see is Anubis has lost a life, and then instantly, come time 420 has lost a life. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? So Anubis was doing waterfall, and he went to box a skeleton to run past the moss giants, but he just punched the skeleton and ran. So the skeleton didn't hit him back, so the moss giant just hit him as soon as he ran out. And then literally, like less than 5 seconds later, come time 420 died in Witch's house, because I told it he was like level 1 mage. I was like, yeah, you can do it. I did it. I'm like level 7 mage, and then he died to the second monster you can't say spot, the spider, I think. And you can't open the door from the inside unless you use the key on it. So he was spam clicking the door, and then he died.
Oh my
god.
god.
The fourth life was my mate James, who was in the security of Stronghold. So these are all like bullshit, ridiculous lives being lost. Like, it's like dumb shit that we shouldn't be doing. He was saving his health for 10 HP for Wintertot as well, but he was doing the security of Stronghold on the 3rd level, and he clicked the door, but he got attacked before the door, so he died in the door. But the final life, about a week later, it was the best fucking way I've ever seen a hardcore die. Anubis, he lost 3 of these fucking lives. So he lost the last one. He was in the Mortmire swamp, and he was getting attacked by a ghast. So he jumped the bridge to the nature grotto, failed it, took 7 damage, and died.
No way.
Oh my gosh.
So he died to the nature grotto bridge, and then we lost our status. I was like, I mean, if you're gonna go out, that is the way to go out.
That's amazing.
That's one hell of a death. So I'm proud to be on the team that had that.
That's a lot of hell of a deaths right there. Holy shit.
Yeah, a lot of just like, what the fuck are you doing, deaths? But we weren't like super worried about it, because it meant we can now do wildy content. So it kind of opened up things a lot more, and then now dying isn't a big deal. But yeah, those deaths were they were beautiful.
I see why it's fun. I did the couple times I did do Tob with T Papa. It was a lot of fun, but I'm not coming back to do that with you until I get a better internet. I don't want to be the reason you die because I lag out at a point that could kill you, or like put you in danger at least. Because it was I remember the last time I went with you, it was a lot of fun, and then I just DC'd completely.
You DC during soap maze.
I know, during a maze, and
yeah.
I was like,
DC during a maze.
I was like, I'm not doing. I'm not doing this again. I'm gonna end up killing him eventually.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun though.
That.
But sorry, no, we'll go ahead.
So,
I was nothing useful. Go ahead.
Yeah, probably.
Papa, when you
I like Ignoble. Besides when he talks shit.
Oh, he's gonna leave, bro.
Oh, he left, dude. That messes up the disc. That messes up the call. Now Condor's
come back.
This is the longest he's ever left, actually.
Yeah, wow.
This is good for the Patreon. Did you tell him we got some footage of my ass for the Oh, he's back.
Okay, thank
got
you.
Some footage of my ass for the Patreon.
My bad.
Did you mark that timestamp down?
Yeah, I have a timestamp for everything.
Okay, good. If you're a Patreon subscriber and you want to see my bare full ass, it'll be on there.
Whoa!
Did I miss that?
It's all right. We got it. We got.
Must have missed that one.
I noticed something. All you guys using wired headsets. Except
Yeah.
Hamzy,
Yeah, I'm wired.
Yeah, I'm wired.
Hamzy,
You guys
I got one.
AirPod business professional.
I can't do wired headset. Hey, I've got to be wireless.
Yeah.
really?
I don't do headset. When I'm streaming, I'm just
Bro,
I'm
I
just
have
out
so
in the speakers,
much.
man.
Look at bro, I have
Yeah.
so much cord.
I wish
I sit in my lap.
I can't help like going to the fridge with my headset still on is the best thing ever. Still being able to hear shit, still being able to know what's going on. I don't know.
Do if they made like decent wireless open back headphones, I'd get them. Like open back is way more important to me than wireless. I don't think they make that though. Like I like being able to hear everything around me.
What's open back, man?
Oh, like there's nothing to the headphone. Like I can hear everything in the room as if
Okay.
as if I'm not wearing headphones.
Okay.
Isn't that what people don't want? Everybody wants like noise canceling. Audio,
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't want any of that. I want
me
the-
personally, with the open back, it's really nice for streaming because with music and like everything going on, I can still talk even with loud volume music and feel like I can hear myself and continue my train of thought. So I don't know. You definitely don't want. I would not wear these headphones on like a plane and play music.
These don't
because
work on the
everyone's gonna
plane.
hear it.
Essentially, it's so bad. These are like I think like stream specific. Like if I wasn't a streamer, I probably wouldn't have these headphones. It's just like if I'm putting on headphones for 6 hours a day every day, like it's like I don't know. I like being able to hear around me. It'd be weird.
Do you not use feedback? Because that's the only reason I didn't get the open back is because I use the feedback.
No, I have feedback, but I like just being able to hear in my room, you know. And if my cat is, I don't know, Annie, I don't know. I just like it. I like being able to hear around me.
Oh, never thought of that. That explains everything because I yell. I'm pretty loud when I'm streaming and always
Most
high in volume, I guess. So yeah, that makes sense.
I would hate to see what it looks like to come in like and just be watching just anybody's stream. It'd be so awkward.
Oh
just see them sitting there and they're just like talking like just the elevator, like a higher elevator.
Yeah.
It'd be strange to watch, even if it wasn't me.
I love not wearing headphones during stream though. I just have my.
I kind of wish I did that. Even just like the AirPods. I see people using AirPods or just like iPhone earphones for the streaming.
Yeah, Zoe uses iPhone earphones. I think.
Like that. That's kind of like it's just. I feel like you have a lot more freedom around here than anything.
I don't know. I like the noise cancellation, but I play music pretty loud. I'm trying to kill myself with the music, so it's different. But my TV just turned on behind me.
It did.
I was about to say I literally just noticed that.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
Yeah. That was scary. I was like, oh shit, he's about to die.
Who's that woman?
You see the
Cozy as
faces
hell,
on there
though.
too? Did you see the faces on there too when it came on?
The faces on the TV. That was fucking weird.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck, bro? Yo,
I don't like that.
Keep
I'm gonna,
recording.
maybe I'll go open back here for another couple minutes.
Yeah, open back it just in case.
The other reason I really like open back headphones, like one of the main things is they're so light. They're lighter than every other headphone by a mile. Like they weigh nothing because there's nothing to them. So like it's just sitting on your head. It's way more comfortable. Personally, I think it's when you're gaming for, the long gamer sessions that we put in because we're gamers. And that's just what we are.
I might have to look into them next time I get a new headset.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn this off. I'll be back.
bro, dude, no, Seth, keep your camera on. If you die, that's free content, bro. Or like, get
Yeah,
a lot
keep
of
recording.
or something. Would be nice.
That'd be for the Patreons.
Prison Joe Death League on our Patreon. Check it out.
Man.
See, he can't hear us now because he hasn't got a wireless headset, So
True.
yeah,
Unlucky.
which means we can also say what we want. So I guess that's a perk for.
Yo, fuck
Us.
that guy, bro. I can't believe he woke me up. I was literally having the best sleep of my life. I was probably dreaming about something sick, and then I wake up to a fucking phone call from Prison Jill. Hey, get on the cast. Fuck.
That's the
this guy.
first voice you hear when you wake up.
Oh man, I would die. I would hate myself.
It was a good wake up call for us on our end though. That was fucking just like, yeah, I'm coming. I'll be there. I'm on my way. Like, yeah. He just woke up.
my brain was just like, you just, the first couple of minutes of waking up, it's like 30 seconds, like everything is you're coming back to your senses because you literally, I die, and then like my brain turns on. It's like slowly turning on all the programs, bro.
I have so many like 2 or 3 hour naps like throughout a day rather than just having a proper sleep that sometimes I just wake up and I'm completely fucking out of it. Like I'll be like, shit, it's 5 o'clock. I got to get ready for a stream. Oh no, it's the other end of the fucking clock. But I'm like running around upstairs, like realizing, oh, I just go back to fucking bed. Like it is just like I don't live a very healthy lifestyle. I'll be fucking honest. I should probably look after myself more, but
What?
So
Relatable.
sleep schedule isn't consistent. Do you still stream at like consistent hours though? Like you?
yeah, I try to prioritize my stream to as close to my schedule as possible. Even though the morning one's like the one I did today and the one I do tomorrow, I've been starting them like about an hour later than normal. I know most people are in daylight savings, and I'll just be like, fuck it, I'll get another hour of sleep. No one's complained yet, so I'll keep going until someone calls me out on it. But otherwise, that's my main focus. And then obviously when I have time with my son, I prioritize that as well. And then just like doing YouTube and videos and editing or recording or anything like that just takes up so much fucking time. Like it is just so time consuming. But I also put out videos at like a pretty fucking ridiculous rate compared to most other people. Like I pretty much I try to upload almost every day or every second day, or have something ready to come out. So like I've got a video uploaded ready to go. I've got another one I'm going to render, 2 more I want to record. Then I've got a bunch of I'm redoing all my boss guides this year. Yeah. So I've got a bunch of those going on. So
I have a question.
Just a matter of time. Yes.
What would you want to change to the YouTube streaming scene to make it better and more comparable to Twitch? Like what changes would you like to see if you could wave a magic wand at YouTube and fix shit? Because like YouTube streaming seems good, but like it's not there yet. And I mean, I like the idea of YouTube streaming because then all of your content is in one place, which is like it's ridiculous that I'm sending people to a different website. Like, it's ridiculous. It's like, that's why,
because you'll find Twitch people are on Twitch. Not all Twitch people are on YouTube, and not all YouTube people are on Twitch. I think as far as like the video player itself on YouTube is like the best there is, and having like you have live rewind while you're live. I'm live for 5 hours. You can go back any second you want during the live stream, see whatever you want, which I think is great.
Twitch just added that, but it's still not as good as YouTube. Yeah,
you have to like go to the streamer's channel still, right? And then find all
but that, we didn't even used to have that. Like that's semi-new.
Yeah, I heard that was really new. I would like it if they had some sort of offline chat to start with, like Twitch does. Because YouTube, the chat starts and finishes with the stream. You go live, the chat's there. Once you finish, the chat's gone. Like with Twitch, you might have a few people that hang around. Like I used to, when I was on doing Twitch, I used to have people that would be in there hours before I started just conversating, and it was like a good indicator that people were active and waiting and hanging around. I also think that they could definitely do a better better job at having a section on YouTube for streams. Because when I'm live, you'll typically see me on the homepage of your YouTube if you have been there often, if you've got the notification bell ticked or whatever. But otherwise, like if I wanted to find live streams, I can't even fucking find it right now.
Yeah, I was gonna. That's the biggest deal. There's like no place to go. Why do you think that they don't do that? Why are they so fucking stupid?
I think they're more focused on things like politics and other. They have other things to consider in the YouTube industry that make more money, and then you've obviously got companies that are just fucking basically stand over for copyright so they don't get fucked by the music industry, so they're constantly focusing on more than just streaming. I definitely think they could do a better job at promoting even just a live stream section. It doesn't have to be for the discoverability of new streamers, but just like you click it, and then you can see anyone that you're at least subscribed to, or people that you're subscribed that their subscribers are like watch similar content creators of. It's just like here's a bunch of live streams that are going on, and then you can just scroll through and just click one, I think that's the main focus. I like most of the stuff that YouTube does, but there's definitely some things that they could fix. I'm trying to think of another thing. The live chat itself. So when you go to a stream, it defaults to top chat, and then you have live chat. So top chat is basically like YouTube saying they will remove spam, or them thinking they know you better than what you want to fucking read. Then you have to manually change it to live chat. And a lot of people don't know or forget about that, and it's always default to top chat. If you could default it to live chat, it'd be infinitely better, because sometimes people miss chat. Some people are like, where the fuck are you reading this chat? It's because they're not on the live chat.
Oh my god.
That's
actually retarded. That's actually just like dumb as fuck.
Yeah. They try too hard to protect users from harassment and spam and shit, but it's I feel like just having a default setting to live chat would be a lot easier. You don't miss a whole lot of chat, but sometimes, like, if someone's just writing like a copy pasta, you'll miss it. So it's just little things like that they could definitely fix. I think
that setting probably like correlates with like streamers that have like 20k viewers, like watching like Dr. Disrespect. Like having it on that setting is probably better, but for a smaller, even in the thousands, like low thousands, that's probably the worst setting. It's weird.
One thing I do like about them though is just the way that I like being able to have a thumbnail for your stream. I don't know if you can do that on Twitch.
No, you can't, and your thumbnails are bangers. And I am really jealous a lot of time when I go on YouTube and I'm going through like the RuneScape YouTube section, and like I'll see a banger thumbnail, I go to click on it, I'm like, oh, that's a fucking live stream. Like, why can't we have this? Like, that would be so sick.
I think that's really good. Another one is, fuck, I can't remember what I was going to say now. There was something else. I like the studio setup. The Twitch's studio setup might even be better, to be honest. It's hard to tell. Like, just like what you can see on your Twitch dashboard while you're streaming. They're both pretty similar. I like not being able to, like, this is just personally, I like not being able to run adverts on YouTube. I think that's a really big selling point to get viewers to either come by or stick around. I completely disable adverts on my streams. And I know that at the moment on Twitch, at least for me personally as well, it's like, if I go to someone, I went to Bodhi's stream the other day, got 2 adverts, and then literally 30 seconds later, it gave me 3 more adverts. I was like, yeah, fuck this. I just turned it off. Because like, come on, man. I barely got to watch him do anything. And I know that another one that happened, I was watching a cold one do solo Tob, and I wanted to watch him do Nilo, because I was like, fuck yeah, I want to see how this is done. And then fucking adverts started halfway through, and I missed it all, and it was on the boss. I'm like, I know how to solo the boss. Like, fuck. So I just feel like sometimes it can get in the way. So I like not having that. You can put ads on if you want, but I just completely remove it, and then there's just no issues with adverts, and I feel like that's just a good
we can't completely remove adverts.
Yeah, that's been a big problem with Twitch lately, because they're making it really hard for some people to not put ads with the offers that they're getting. Like,
I took it for next month. I couldn't. The offer was good.
If they're offering it,
well, even if you don't take it, you're gonna get ads anyways. It has
and they're pretty fucking good offers sometimes. Like, it's hard to say no.
No, of course, and you got to take it, because like, especially if they're offering it, I fucking would too. And especially since you don't really have a choice if you can't disable it anyway, so you may as well just fucking take the bigger bag. And
I take 3 minutes of ads every month, because 3 minutes of ads per hour 3 minutes of ads per hour completely disables pre-rolls. Like, once you're affiliate in Twitch, you cannot get rid of pre-rolls on your stream unless you're running 3 minutes of ads an hour. So and then I read this one article that 1 of 3 new people that click on your stream click off if they're hit with pre-rolls. So
pre-rolls I think are worse than mid-rolls.
I wonder. I always think about it, because I'm choosing to run mid-rolls over pre-rolls. You have to have one. Like, you can't not have one of them.
That's what this month I did not take the ad deal because it was shitty. Well, for this month I took it for next month, but for this month I didn't take it, and I'm just running the mid roll. And I definitely can tell, because people are. I can tell people have been in the stream for a bit before they complain about an ad, which is good. I think I would much rather do mid roll than pre roll, because like he said, if you get blasted with 2 ads, you literally just said it when you went in Bodhi's stream. You got hit with 2 ads off the back. They already put you in a sour mood. So. Yeah, I do
I
the
think
mid-roll
first
only.
impressions are important too. Like your first, like new viewers, if they don't like you in the first 30 seconds, it's not likely they're coming back. So if the first 30 seconds is an advert, it's like, fuck.
That's
Probably
true
not.
too.
But if it's like
That's
after
true.
5 or 10 minutes and they're enjoying it and there's an advert, they'll probably stick around and see what's happening. Especially if you're like balls deep in Tob or in the Inferno or something, they'll definitely stick around.
think-
But I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, I think eventually though, going back to YouTube, I think they'll change the interface and make it better. They have to eventually.
Yeah.
But I understand why they haven't. I know for the main, it mainly comes down to the money, because their service of just like providing the video service that they have, like that's where they're making all their money. I don't think I don't think Twitch, or I'm sorry, live streaming is bringing the same type of revenue. There's no way it is. Because just like you talked about it before, it's just way easily. It's a lot easier to digest that stuff, and there's just some of the videos just hundreds and millions of views, you know. So
that's it. And like
You mentioned earlier, Twitch's market is so much smaller than YouTube's, right? Like,
yeah. YouTube's the biggest website on the internet other than Google itself.
Yeah.
It's the most used website. So they got it's a 70% split across the board with all donations as well. So they'll take 30%, you get 70% from day one for everything. So I'd imagine they probably just do make a lot less money through.
Even a cash donation, they take 30%.
Everything's 70-30 split. And then ad revenue is just like whatever. Yeah, it's all 70-30 flat. But one thing I wish they did better, although I've kind of found my own way around it, is the music system. Because on Twitch, you guys can split your audio with OBS, so you can play whatever you want, and then the VOD after there's no music.
Yeah.
YouTube can't do that because they scan and process the live streams while you're live. Because once the live stream's over, it's a VOD and it stays on your channel as a video. It's not removed or anything. It's like it's an official YouTube video. So they kind of do it all in one swing. So they're scanning for copyright stuff, and eventually you get hit with a copyright claim, which I don't care about the claims themselves. They're whatever. They don't strike your channel. You don't get penalized for it. You just don't get ad revenue. It'll go to whichever fucking communist company is trying to claim it. But you do. If you play it for too long, it can suspend your stream, and then your stream will just go black until you stop playing the audio. Then it will resume. So I've just found I've got a playlist that's mostly copyright free, and there's still like some pretty good bangers in there, mostly like remixes and shit. And then if I get the warning, I just switch over to something else that's not copyright, which you do have some good music there. So I just try to pick the best music out. If I didn't have to worry about that, if they could just fucking leave it while you're live and then worry about it after the stream, that'd be great. Because sometimes it's annoying if you've got a banger going and then it's like, I've got to fucking skip it because I've got about 30 seconds before it says the stream's suspended, and then people start leaving the fucking chat. But it's not as bad as it used to be. But that's mostly because I've just kind of trial and errored the system, and I've built a playlist specifically around avoiding it while still being music that you can enjoy, and then sacrificing the ad revenue from the streams, which I think is a fair trade-off. So I'll just charge people for a song request if they want one. I just charge them $3, and then I just say that covers the ad revenue, and then that's me justifying charging money, and then people go, oh yeah, fair enough, and no one complains, so I'm good. Some people complain, but I just tell them to suck me off. So.
And the sub split is better on YouTube, yeah?
Yeah, that's
the members
that's
versus
the 70-30
on Twitch.
That's 70-30 as well,
Yeah.
and you can also customize them. You can have up to 6 different tiers, I think, as well. So, and they can be as cheap as $1. So I've got $1 a month, which I think is like people are going to do that because it's only $1. Yeah, and then I do it, and then I treat them all the same. I'm like, between $1 and $10, you get the same shit. It's just whatever you want. If you want to donate more, you can, but like I don't care if you do 1 or 10. Like I'll treat you the same. So people who can only afford $1 don't feel like they're lesser than those of 10. And if people are doing 10, then they're just aware that they're just supporting more. And then I went meme on one level. One of them is $150. It's $100 a month, and I did it. And I said, don't buy this unironically. Don't spend money on this. It's a joke. But I also said monthly feet pics included. And then some cunt fucking bought it once, and then people just kept buying it on and off, like just for the meme. So I had to start uploading feet pics. So I've got a bunch of feet pics on YouTube specifically for that tier now. In the community section.
Ignoble's ears perking up.
Are you allowed to do that?
You can do whatever you want on YouTube, really. Like, I can say and do, like, I mean, there's fucking porn on YouTube. I don't suggest doing it.
You're right.
You will get restricted if you do certain things, but I've not had a problem. There's only one time I've had a community strike, which was back when I first started doing RuneScape stuff, and that was just because I was bullying some idiot. I think I made fun of like his appearance or something, but he was just some little 12-year-old gangster in Australia who was like pulling machetes out on news agencies. So I made fun of him, and then the video got taken down, and I got banned for like a week. But other than that, I've never had a problem with anything. Like, you can say and do whatever the hell you want, which is also what I also like about YouTube. I feel like I have a lot more creative freedom live streaming. There's no risk of banning.
Yeah, I started saying retard a lot recently. It's been feeling really good.
Yeah, it feels
I realized I had a realization that I felt like not only Twitch, but the RuneScape community in general is filled with pussies. And and just fucking woke bitches. So I was just like, all right, we gotta. I felt like I was slowly getting neutered. And when I went and became a massive transphobe by streaming the Harry Potter game, I realized I came to the realization that I was like, oh wait, nah, I was kind of made a bitch, so I'm gonna start acting how I usually am now. It's been enlightening. Honestly, I think watching you on YouTube, just like being yourself, and I was like, oh, okay, we can do this on Twitch. We just, you know, I think a lot of people are over it too. So I think people are ready to go back to not
I mean, Twitch
all the
was
way,
like
but...
that, right? Like, I mean, we talked about a few casts ago, like Ice Poseidon and Hyphonics, were like those. You know, they were wild on Twitch back in the day, right?
Bro, I definitely.
It was like, you know,
it was more performative though. Like I mean, I don't feel like I've ever really changed what I've been saying. Like, I mean, I definitely was more like brash back when I first started streaming, but it's still there. I mean, you just change naturally. But there's not really too much, I don't think. There's a few things that I might want to speak on that I don't, just because I don't want the headache of like people discussing it or people getting butthurt about it. Because it's just better to not say it sometimes.
I mean, it's less so topics than just like being able to be as, you know, wild as you can. It's like, obviously you're not saying and doing things that you like, you're not if you're going around actively preaching like certain type like misogyny or like sexism stuff like that, then yeah, obviously that should be bad. But like, it's to the point where, you know, I mean, I got banned for 14 days for like what, like fucking saying like, oh, I hate women in a joking manner, right? It's just like,
I say that all the time on stream.
I'm fucking jumping to YouTube, bro.
He does, and when we did Crab Game, he came in there. I was like, please don't say anything about hating women. I don't want to get banned. Because I know he's joking, but like, still, Twitch will fucking ban your ass.
It's all a meme. It's always like, you know, for entertainment, and I never cross a line that is actually going to.
Hey man. People love to be out. People love to be outraged. It gives them
I'm
like
fucking praying for the day that someone squares up, though. Hey, I am over something. I am waiting for the day, man.
Man,
like it's true.
People love to be outraged. So for some people, like being outraged about XYZ is like their purpose. It's like it's part of their purpose, part of their online existence. Because a lot of that bullshit woke stuff, a lot of it that's being like on the internet is not. Are they like that in real life? No. Are they gonna try and make you conform to that in real life? No. It's all online persona. It's all virtue signaling bullshit. A lot of it, not all of it. I mean, there's a place for some of it, but yeah, it's definitely. I wish Twitch. I don't think Twitch should just be this lawless land, but they should. If they backed off a little bit of some of their terms of service, like I think all of us, I think most of the streamers would appreciate that at least.
They should look at context. That's what.
Yes, context. Yeah,
exactly.
That's the main. That's the main one.
None of us are actually, you know, say a lot of those things that mean. You just say it just to, you know, you just you know, have a performance on stream, right? And I would say
it's a joke.
Exactly, it's a fucking joke, but Twitch doesn't get that. And the worst part about Twitch, I think, is like how subjective all the things are. Obviously, I'm biased considering me like showing off my feet and making sucky sounds got the same like ban time as a chick who is getting fucked on stream. So like,
next time get
that's
fucked,
insane.
Noble.
That is literally that is insane.
I know, isn't
that a chick getting a fucking cock put inside of her multiple times in and out for a lengthy duration, gets banned for 7 days, and you show your dirty little fucking feet, and you get 2 weeks. That is fucking insane.
The
That
feed
is
was 1
that's
week. I'll give it that. The
blasphemous.
feed was 1 week. They were the same
Sorry,
time, but
1 week. So it doesn't matter. Even if you got banned for 3 days for that, and she got banned for 7 days for that, that's still insane, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Lack of consistency. It's very frustrating because like you can see what other people sort of get away with, say things. It's like the banning is very arbitrary. Like, you know, those coming down with these violations on certain people. It's just like they don't have. Yeah, they might have a terms of service. Like, obviously, don't say certain things, but like, there's no clear like you will get banned for this amount of time or this is the punishment. It's just arbitrary. Like, hey, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
And the worst part with like any sort of ban on Twitch, they never fully clarify what the reason ever is. It's just a very blanket statement of like, you know, harassment. But they
That's
don't
how they
explain
protect
what
themselves.
you did. Yeah, because they can just be like, well, fuck you, you know. It's like any other job where they have the right to
right,
be like,
because
fuck you.
if they gave you like the data, the clip or whatever, what you did, because a lot of those
You could turn it right
especially-
against them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
especially some of the bigger with the bigger platform, they put that out there and people are gonna be outraged.
And
you know,
lose
Yeah,
money
but-
for it because you're not earning, and then because they reverse like subs and shit, right? When that happens,
They do.
they
Yeah.
charge back people, and then they get it wrong, and you're losing money. If it's your job, you can,
Yeah, that's the way that they like by keeping it vague. You know, they like prevent
Before-
themselves from
before
having
I
to be
forget,
too
I'm
accountable for
glad-
it.
Before I forget, I'm glad we're on this topic. I was going to ask all of you guys what you think about the new streaming platform Kick. What are your opinions? Like, if that platform eventually turns into something, would you consider joining it?
I mean, if it was comparable to Twitch, yeah, but I don't see that happening. But yeah, of course, it's
Well,
a
have you been on the
95.
website?
I have.
No, I mean like viewership
Okay.
and community, and like if it had similar traction, it's not. I mean, it's obviously not on the same tier as Twitch. If it got there, then
No.
yeah.
Well, I only asked because like I was obviously skeptical of it at first, and like the last week, I've just been looking around on there, and there's people who got like legitimate. Oh shit, did I lag out?
No, you're good.
No.
Now you're here.
Oh, okay,
good, you're
everybody
good.
froze for me. I've been looking on there, and people got legitimate communities. There's legitimately viewers on there, like throughout all the
What's the old school
categories.
RuneScape category like?
Is
I've
there-
not looked at
is there-
RuneScape. I'm actually curious. We should look right now. I've just looked at the main
I
page
mean,
and like looking around.
For me, I'd be on board eventually if it moved on to another platform that kind of became like the new thing. But I would personally not have any interest in like pioneering anything new, being like, hey guys, let's all move to Kick. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aiden Ross is on it right now with 80K.
I just pulled up the old school RuneScape section. There's 12 total
viewers.
viewers. One is a dude who's doing fucking Winter Tot. Another one's doing Monkey Madness 2 with this is awful. I can already fucking
Yeah, there's a 5-viewer stream, a 5-viewer stream, and a 2-viewer stream.
I would do it if they paid me. I wouldn't do it. I don't like give Kick 6 months and then I would see, because to be honest, I don't think you can make a successful competitor to Twitch and YouTube or anything like that by just buying big streamers. I mean, fucking Mixer tried that with Shroud and
Failed.
Ninja, and that shit
Yep.
the bed pretty quickly.
Yep.
So I don't know. I think it's
Mixer
gonna take
was the
more
best
time.
website too. Did you guys ever use Mixer?
I did a little bit, yeah.
Mixer had
Nope.
by far the best like encoding or whatever. Like the streams were crystal clear on your phone, like Twitch would never have in a million years. Like it was just like
Yeah.
I wanted Mixer to succeed, but it was dog shit, sadly.
Yeah, it's a hard,
The,
hard competition for sure.
Well, yeah. Well, the only thing that like that surprised me about Kick was that like I was just scrolling through the main page the last couple days, and I didn't think anybody would be like watching it, but there's actually viewers. Obviously not on RuneScape, but like as far as I think it's mainly just chatting streams on here. And of course Casino.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I was
is
gonna
gonna be
say-
popular too.
There, Kick is owned by some sort of proprietor that owns Stake or some
yeah.
shit. Yeah, there's some stuff that's came out, and I also feel like anybody who streams on Kick already had a huge following on some other social media platform, and so they've signed on with Kick to bring their community over to Kick and try and get people like circulating through that website. I feel like, which I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I think in the longevity of it, it's just an excuse for people to stream on a site with less rules, like less restrictions, because there's a lot of like there's certain people that stream on this website that are banned on Twitch and have said a lot of things that have gotten them banned from many of things. And I mean, yeah, I think it's interesting, but
That's why it's more interesting to
surviving.
me because I know, like you said, Stake is they're the proprietor of it, and they have the funding to keep that going for a while. So I'm interested to see what
The
happens.
situation where I could see myself going to kick is like one of my other pastimes that I love to spend time with is gambling, you know, and like if this is, you know, like you imagine like how sick a stream could be like if during March Madness I was pulling up the games, you know, I had Bovada that I was cycling through, you know, and you were just like straight up streaming the basketball games, streaming Bovada, streaming your sports picks, like that would
they're not going to get away with that for long.
You don't think so?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say there's a
No
huge
way.
deal with the
Copyright stuff, right?
the Super Bowl being streamed on Kick,
It won't-
and that
yeah, it
is
won't
It's up to
take long
NFL.
until
If the
companies-
NFL comes after them, that'll actually be a pretty substantial
If
lawsuit.
the UFC is getting streamed, you know Dana White's going to fucking come after Kick if he finds they're streaming that show. He fucking slams cunts for fucking sharing his streams. I mean, Aiden Ross is streaming South Park to 82,000 people right now. I don't know. How many of those viewers are likely bots, though? Or embedded? 86,000 viewers now. What the fuck?
A
Do you reckon
lot,
they're all
dude. I got
Yeah,
someone
I
sent me
would
an
say,
article the other day about like the actual, and that's why some like the ad money has been going down on Twitch compared to like a couple months ago, is because there's actually so many bots in like every single stream.
Oh, yeah. Embedded streams are like a really big problem at the moment on Twitch.
So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Trainwrecks, because he has a huge part in Kick, would be botting the fuck out of Aiden Ross's views to make him feel like he actually has 86K, because that's what he would pull on Twitch. Maybe that's just a crazy statement, but
I don't know if it doesn't matter how big of a streamer you are. I don't think you can pull your entire audience over to another platform
Yeah,
that
no.
easily and quickly.
no, because
No,
when
there's some
Ninja went to
illegitimacy.
Mixer, it was 5K views.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that was
even-
real.
and-
Yeah, and Shroud,
That's-
I'd watch Shroud with 2,000 views when he was on Mixer.
Yeah. I don't think the doc
Shout
has the same amount on YouTube now than he did on Twitch. He might be pretty close, actually.
He's
I'm
doing
not sure what he's
good.
on
I've been tuning
He
in.
gets like
He pulls
30K
like
on
20.
YouTube.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
pulls
yeah.
20,
Yeah,
30K,
Doc still kills
which
it.
is
But also,
which is
he's
definitely
he's the
near his
doc.
Twitch pull.
He's the
Yeah,
fucking
he's the
dog,
doc.
so no one does better than him. But you know, there's,
Same with Tim. I think Tim had a really good
Tim.
transition to YouTube. He killed it.
Yeah.
Same with
he
Ludwig.
got like 10,000 members on his first stream, which is I think they're like $6 $6 Australian dollars. I think it's like $5 American per membership. 10,000 of them in one stream, and he gets 70% of that. He probably gets more actually. He's probably on a contract to get more than 70%.
He probably gets like 9. He probably gets a crazy percentage.
I'd
I'd
say
bet close to
85%,
that. Yeah, 85. Yeah.
Damn.
Sure, because I know him and like PewDiePie's got their own deal and shit as well. Just waiting for them to hit me up on the RuneScape side of things.
It'll happen, bro. It'll happen. If you were to recommend like a new streamer starting off, right? I know you might have touched on this earlier. Do you recommend like coming into YouTube streaming or Twitch streaming to like? build that community?
I recommend Twitch streaming.
No.
Because I think getting it's easier to build that audience. Rating on YouTube, they've improved the rating system on YouTube massively. The problem is no one fucking uses it still because it's just not the same. It's way better. It's more like a thing you do on Twitch. It's like it's part of the experience.
Right.
And I think there's always people looking on Twitch. So I think Twitch is the best way, but I think you should be doing YouTube at the same time, even if it's like clips or a series or something like that. I think you should be building both because I think regardless, if you want to do it long term, YouTube definitely has a lot more potential for growth and a bigger audience. If you're able to get it right, the algorithm is a bit of a cunt for a lot of people. But I think, like, for me personally, I think clips are more important and more valuable in your hands than they are in the hands of someone like Behemoth or the RuneScape Chronicles. I think clips are far more valuable for you to turn into shorts and reels and TikToks and any other way that you can promote it. Because I can't recall a time I've watched a Behemoth video and then gone, I need to check that streamer out and go to his Twitch channel. Most people watch his videos to keep up to date with what's happening more or less in the RuneScape community. I would say the most viewers don't go and check out that one guy that got a Tebow solo. Wow, good for him. Like, so I feel like as a content creator, you're better off using that content your own way on your own channel. Even if you just put your own montage together and then make it yourself a montage once a month of all your clips, because they're right there on Twitch. You can just download them and just fucking slap them together and send it. And even if it doesn't do ridiculous numbers, like it's not very likely that it will, especially when you're starting out, it's still content and people will go back eventually and old videos end up getting recommended. Sometimes you get picked up in the algorithm. I mean, Sebe's one of some of his earlier podcasts are just popping the fuck off randomly out of nowhere, like this last week. He was even tweeting about it. I think he gained like 30,000 views on some of his really early podcasts. It just randomly picks you up. So I think if you
wish it was me.
it happens eventually.
I forgot which podcast it was. I know who the person was. It's like, damn, I wish that would have been one of us. One of our podcasts we did way back. Because I think mine and Papa's and Ignoble were a bit earlier. I was going to ask, though, sorry to interrupt you. Hamzy, have you been on the Sebe podcast?
No.
No, I didn't think so. Okay.
All right, we're gonna strangle him. What the fuck?
We're making that happen. Thank you.
Listen, man. I mean, eventually, it probably will happen. Honestly, I feel like I also haven't done I haven't really reached my potential enough to
That's fair. You and Mick, man, you and Mick being shafted by Twitch and Sebe is it's never ending, really.
No, I don't really feel I don't really feel shafted, to be honest. I feel like I'm getting a good amount of what I'm putting into it. I don't really feel shafted. I mean, obviously I feel like I could probably have higher potential, but that would also take more effort, which maybe I should probably be putting in, but I'm comfortable saying
Hamzy's literally really, just vibing.
Yeah, I'm just vibing, honestly, man. I'm just happy to be here.
He's too humble. Mick is the guy.
Mick is like, they're fucking me.
they are, honestly.
They are, though. They are.
He always averages 100+ viewers, and Twitch has denied his partnership 3 or 4 times.
He's getting fucked. I feel like I'm fucking them.
He probably view bots.
I have applied for partner a few times, and I was like, dude, if I somehow get accepted, Twitch is dumb as fuck. It should not be accepted. Dude, if they accept this, this must have been a misclick. But send it anyways. Anything can happen. I won't deny it.
That's fair. And do you want to look at the Twitter thread?
Okay.
Yeah, what we got in there?
Let's sift through
first off, we can talk about it. There's a lot of
some of this shit.
We didn't touch on that actually. I meant to touch on that way earlier.
So
it brought a lot of feedback.
There's a lot of attention, but that was planned for. Mr. Saintitz, he uses the based account there sometimes to post things, and he reached out to Condor for a photo, and he said, how edgy can we get? And, being the Base After Dark podcast, as much as you can push it. And that's what we got. We got a good piece covered in towel. Solid cock.
Can we insert the picture right here at this time?
Yeah, go ahead and put the picture. Can we get a clap? That's a good cock. Get a clap.
That's a good cock.
That's a
good cock.
Good for you, man.
Nice cock.
So, that's how that happened. It definitely drove some engagement. Definitely maybe pissed some people off.
Yeah, drive some people away.
If you're a Twitter user in the old school RuneScape community, and that's the worst thing you saw that day, you're not using Twitter correctly, I guess, because the shit that I fucking see is 8 times worse than that, whether it be men, women, etc., or just terrible shit takes from people who breathe in their mouth.
Seth, what were you saying earlier, before we started the cast, about seeing naked men or naked women on Twitter?
Well, yeah, it's a double standard. I mean, people are upset about some cock, but they're not upset about women being maybe showing some skin or etc. I'm all for that too. But people, it's kind of a double standard.
I've seen some whole ass pussies on Twitter, bro.
Yeah, it's a double standard. What's wrong with the little towel action? It's just a rack. It's
just trying to level the playing field, for us guys.
Exactly. So, Thank you. So
that is a guy standing up for men's rights right there.
Oh, I got
it's a funny photo.
I found a mouth breather. Do you know this guy? Wasn't this the guy that was spouting off about the Lance being best in slotted TOA final boss before it came out trying to merch people? What's that guy's deal?
Yeah, that cunt's got his fucking ears painted on. I think he's got Mr. Potato Head ears, just pops them out. So I've put out a video. So the source came from a friend of mine who swears by. I trust her judgment. She says that this information came from a cold one. That apparently, before TOA was released, that the final boss, the Wardens, one of them was going to be Dragon, so get a Dragonkin weapon. Now, I put in my Rune News, I mentioned it. I said specifically, don't invest in this. This is just what I've heard. Don't liquidate your bank unless you can afford to. I'm not responsible for you if it's not true, but this is what I've heard from another creator, from a reliable source. Go right ahead if you want. But I think I probably said I'm going to liquidate my bank, but I didn't because I was like, no, fuck that. But I said specifically, do this at your own risk. I think that's more than enough to say I didn't tell you to fucking do it.
So this person lost a lot of money and is just salty?
Yeah. Yeah, so quite a few people have been like, hey, you lost me money to Dragon Hunter Lands. I'm like, mate, I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you should fucking watch the video.
How much could you have really lost, though? I don't know.
It depends if someone bought 10 of them.
That reminds me of the Spectral merch. The next Spectral merch, I made like 250 mil off of.
Yeah.
Because we had the insider trading that the Spectral would be important there, which I guess, did it turn out to be important there or no? No.
Not really.
But at first, like,
people thought it would be.
The first day though, day one, everybody's freaking out, so the price skyrocketed. So I guess initially that information was kind of right, but we had all bought like lots of Spectrals. Multiple content creators had some people had upwards of like 80 Spectrals in their bank.
Yeah.
And they fucking sold all of them for like 300 mil each when that shit fucking.
That was like people buying the Thameron staff or whatever scepter for the new Wildy update. And then
if anybody who works at Jagex is listening, somebody violated their NDA. So but I'm not telling you because I'm no snitch.
That's it.
I know who it is, but I won't say either.
It was fucking tasty life, 100%.
He didn't know anything about Nex.
Yeah.
He didn't know anything about Nex.
Actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's just blame him anyways.
I think he knew about TOA, but he would not tell us. We begged him. He wouldn't tell us anything. He did not tell us a single thing. He did not pay me to say that. He did not say anything about TOA. But anyway, are there any other questions?
I just glanced through the thread. And I feel like all of them are just like shocked at cock on the
yeah, wow. Like we also didn't realize that Sebe actually ratioed our tweet by saying whoever tweeted this needs to be
a good fucking comment. I was like, yeah, that's a good comment.
But someone did ask that I haven't heard of the term before. But what's Condor country?
I don't even fucking know. There's this guy in the community called Rebel Montana who loves some sort of fucking American football team. I don't know, something.
The Broncos.
Country.
Yeah,
that's right. That's it. Yeah. So everything is something country. So the whole Condor country, let's come. I don't even fucking know. No one knows
what it is. There's because it's my football team and they're atrocious. So I'll tell the story. There's this American football player and he plays for the Broncos, and at one point he said, "Broncos country, let's ride." And it's like the cringiest fucking clip ever. And that's.
Wait, can we put that in right here? Let's put that in the podcast. Put Russell Wilson in the podcast, please.
Broncos country, let's ride.
Thing.
Let's ride.
And so is that so that's why they're saying what do they say? Condor country, let's cunt.
Let's come.
Oh.
Oh, that's why he says let's come in the
that's
tweet. I didn't read that part.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
So that's he loves that shit. So that's where that comes from. But I'm just like, yep, thank you. I don't know how to react to that shit half time.
It was kind of hard, honestly.
So I was gonna say, speaking of that photo, Greg, we already answered a couple of Greg's questions, but he put in there OnlyFans. Do you actually have an OnlyFans?
I do. I haven't uploaded to it for a while because
you have more subs than Eevescape. You guys should have an OnlyFans competition. That could settle the beef.
Probably not. I because I haven't uploaded for X amount of days, it cancelled all the subs. But I did gain a new sub after that based tweet though. Someone new.
How much is a sub? How much is a sub?
It's a good question. Let me have a look. I think it's like maybe $8 or something. $7 a month.
What's the split on OnlyFans? Like if it was $8, what do you get?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I wouldn't have a clue. I would not.
Hey,
I
couple
haven't
bucks there for
uploaded since September, so it's been a while since I've uploaded. So
What would you upload on there? Is it like full nudity, like partial nudity?
I just had my first one was like feet pics, and then that picture, and then I had another one. It won't show the image because I'm not subscribed or logged in, so it won't show me what my images are. I was in the process of making one, but I never got the chance because I was waiting for my mate. We were going to go golfing, and I was going to just make a cameo where I'm basically just in my underwear, and I just walk up to the cart, grab the driver, and just tee off, and then just like put some music over it, so it's like goes with the groove, and I just thought it'd be fucking a nice little short to put on there because I thought it'd be funny, but I just haven't managed to catch up with my mate who's gonna record it for me since.
Bro,
that's
fuck it.
happened,
Put that on YouTube, dude.
I'd probably put it on YouTube as well, to be honest.
You guys
It's
just would
pretty
be good.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I just I stopped doing it because I just forgot about it really more than anything.
Dude, I still remember
These
one of
comments, bro. I'm sorry. What the fuck? Why is this necessary?
I love the person who said easy block. I'm like, go fucking.
Yeah.
Who?
Damn,
Good.
dude.
And they just called him a coward. Most people
You
I just call him coward.
You did.
It's hard
Yeah.
to
I
come
looked
back
at
from
I looked at the
being
one
called a coward.
comment and you called him a coward.
This one's funny. The guy that has it's the inch by inch fucking advertisement under your picture. That's good. That's a good comment. That's
Dude,
funny.
one of my favorite ones is from Inspector J. Big dick energy, wear such a small towel, LMFAO. And then Condor responded, yeah, how about I swap the towel for your asshole and see if you have the same opinion?
Oh yes.
Holy shit. That's so good.
It's always a picture of some guy in dragon boots with a myth cape. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Loved that fella, but
Don't apologize. Fuck that guy.
You know, fuck all these haters. I'm starting to realize who I dislike on Twitter, but this is very easy.
This was decent. I guess we got to ask for everybody here. Would you rather give up social media for a month or eat 24 ounces of mayo for Mr. YA's?
I'll eat the mayo. Thank you very much.
24 ounces. How much is that?
That's like a medium
pound
drink
and a half.
at like a restaurant.
Like,
That is a pound and a half
like
of mayo.
this.
Did you just
Like
say
a
a pound
whole-
and a half?
It'd be more than that, probably. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how dense it is.
700 grams. 600. It's a pint.
I would
I'll go
just-
with that. Yeah, because social
hate
media YouTube counts as social media, right?
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
true.
Does it?
I
I mean,
would, yeah.
Let's say it's a social media
So I
platform.
have to give up streaming from it? I'd eat the mayo then, I guess.
So I'd go mayo.
I mean,
I'll be
like,
good. Go
but
crazy.
that's the cop out though. Let's imagine we don't have to give up streaming.
That's
Okay.
true.
Because
If
then
you
like,
don't have to give up
yeah.
streaming, then I would give up
I
Twitter
can,
for a month.
Yeah, I can give up Twitter for a month for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I'm good.
I am not very liked in the Twitter community. I don't really care for it, to be honest. But you can tell because you've got.
Well, there's a reason for that, and that's because you just say what you think. And if a lot of us just said what we thought every day, there'd be a lot of people that don't like us too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I respect you're thoroughly 1,000% yourself on Twitter.
Yeah.
And if you think something, even if it might be out there, it might be something I don't even agree with. You're just gonna say it anyway, and that's
Yeah,
respectable. in my
I think
opinion.
Why
It's
do you
just,
why do you think you're that way? Why? Because I feel like there is a lot of
He doesn't
eggshelling.
care.
But what is it that made you that way? Was it I don't know, a figure in your life, or you just did drugs a lot one time and you just fucking was there a catalyst to fucking giving less fucks?
No, honestly, I've always been the sort of cunt that will just run his mouth and just say what he wants. Like even in high school, cunts used to like. I never got into any fights over it. Oh, well, one guy, but I never got into any fights or anything over it. But I was always like, people always fucking hated me, like, because someone would just say something on Facebook, and then I would just like, shut up, idiot, like you're a fucking dickhead. And then they're just like, fuck you, you never do anything anyway. You're all talk online, but then like there was no altercation anyway, and I was just like, well, I mean, I guess we both are, but the difference is I'm just calling you a dickhead because you are. Like, I've just always been that guy that people like would be annoyed at, and then there'll be like a fake account, and people would instantly blame me for having a fake account talking shit to people. I'm like, do I sound like the guy that needs a fake account to tell you you're an idiot? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. It's been something I guess I've just naturally done for the past 10 plus years, and in a way it works. Because I guess it's my market at the same time.
With Twitter, it's my Twitter's branded over my my stream basically, like Prison Joe. So when it comes to that, like typically, unless it's related to this podcast, which is like stupid, crazy tweets, or I guess RuneScape. I guess I really don't like have many takes on anything. I just try and keep it fun because I feel like there's some stuff I definitely would like to say, especially some shit I see on there. Like I would love to respond, but to me it's not worth it. It's not worth seeing. It's not worth the overall for me. But for some people it is, and if it is for you, I respect that thoroughly. I really do.
There are certain tweets that people put out that I just want to like quote retweet, be like just given like the most sarcastic, awful like response, and be like,
I did that
so
once.
like some people doing like subtle flexes, and I just want to be like, oh my god, so brave of you to come out and say that. But like now that we have we have like a couple viewers and people know us, I feel like it's weird to start that kind of like not beef, but just put yourself on a bad foot out there.
I think I take the opposite. I think it's weird that you wouldn't want to be your full self. And you wouldn't like now like it's lesser if you're lesser, like now you're this person. Like how about you just say what you want? Who the fuck cares?
I think what he means is he knows that if he quote tweets that, Prison Joe's jumping in there and also commenting on it, and then T-Papa's going in, and then I'm going in.
Prison Joe's never got your back, okay? Prison Joe doesn't have your back.
Next thing you know, it just looks at the community's just talking about how base is just dogpiling this person for no fucking reason, just because they had a dumb take on Twitter.
Dude. If they got a problem, then you don't need them in your community. Fuck them,
Don't take T-Papa's word for that. He's deleted tweets before. That he tweeted.
I know, I regret it. You're right. No, I look back and I'm like, I'm a bitch, bro. Like, why am I such a dumb bitch? Like, I'd say it's an actual regret. Like, I'm an actual dumb bitch, bro.
Ever since T-Papa deleted that amazing tweet that came out of this cast, like it's only been downhill. All of his tweets have been dog shit since then, dude. It's karma, bro.
I'll say too for Condor.
All right, hold on. Ignoble. Let's pull up some tweets on our profiles. I'll even let us. We can ratio our followers, bro, so it's the same.
He doesn't even stream. Like, who's gonna like his tweet, bro?
I just would like to keep people in check. We can't. Ain't no spouting off. I'll make it fair. We can. We gotta tone it down. All right.
Okay.
No, I would say though for Condor, I think most of his tweets that I see that are spicy, they're just RuneScape takes for the most part. Saying that's what he does, so it makes sense.
Oh, there we go. One guy, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Riggindokes or something that
Riggindale?
We love Riggindale, bro.
Dude, I fucking called that kind of hard, like, because he said, yeah, no, fuck that guy. You should have heard this thing. He said, did they really recycle the imbued heart animation on the Void Waker spec with a worried face? And then I said, did they really put Maiden from Tob in the farming guild? Like, they recycle it all the time. And he hit the fucking comment. He hit it.
Oh, no.
So I retweeted it. I said, my reply wasn't even that bad, you fucking coward. And then he ignored me, which is fair. But, like, what the fuck are you doing hiding my shit? Like... That sounds aggressive. I want to go on the record. I don't actually have beef with him, but still, don't be a fucking coward.
But that's the issue, though. Is like I know you don't have beef with him, but like it's just the chronically onlines will see that and be like, "Oh, Condor is an asshole," and this, I love Riggindale. I watch Riggindale all the time. Riggindale's my boy. But like these people, they're I don't know. Everyone's just fucking pussies, bro. That's what it is.
Get hostile over it, like,
they don't understand. Like even if you're,
kid, and I'm like, all right, fair enough. So.
Yeah, like even if you're just bantering around with people like that, since you might you're all streamers and stuff like that, it just might be conversation to have. But other people might be like, yeah, that Condor guy has been an absolute asshole in this case. And then his entire community sees that, they're like, oh fuck this guy, and it's just leaves a bad taste in everyone's mouth.
I think it's easy to make that assumption about someone when you don't exactly know much about him, like you said, because I know Skidler, like before I'd never tuned into a Skidler stream, and I just saw how much he literally would like harass the fuck out of like random trolls, like just going out of his way to flame the fuck out of whoever. And then I joined his stream and I realized like most of the people that he's flaming or people that he's known for like a good while, and it's like, oh, he can say that on Twitter and be kind of edgy towards certain people because they know him.
That's fair.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what I was saying earlier. Impressions are really important. First impressions, and if the first impression someone has is negative, it's going to leave a pretty negative opinion most of the time. Which is why it's also like back to the whole EVscape and did a better thing, like. Because like I was saying, there's no beef or like I don't hate them, but sometimes I have people come to my chat and they're just like, hey, I went to EVscape stream and said, fuck you, King Condor's the man, he's better than you, and he banned me. I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, why? And he's like, I thought you wanted the drama. I'm like, if I wanted the drama, I'd get it myself. I don't need fucking some idiot who I don't know. This is the first time I've seen you and you've just gone, oh yeah, let's go harass him. I know. But now I look like a punk bitch. Like,
yeah, it doesn't help you. Yeah, that does not help you.
All they're gonna think is like, wow, he's sending people to my stream. Like, no, I'm not fucking doing that.
Is that why the T-Pop like Unique's beef ended?
Wait, there was T-Pop like Unique? So what do you like? I didn't.
When your guys' chatters are going to each other's stream, always fucking gassing each other.
Oh, they're definitely.
There was that one day. There was that one day. Unique was on edge. He was getting bullied, and I didn't know, and it was just fucking.
Bro,
that was bad timing on my part.
That was the time he called me. He actually called me on my personal phone. Upset. He was mad as fuck, bro.
Dude, I blamed that one guy. It was that one guy, Will, or what? I don't even remember.
Yes, it was Will. But no, I did feel like there was a period though where it was like you either fucked with T Papa and didn't like me, or you fucked with me and didn't like T Papa. Like there was
what?
I don't know what it was. I swear, because I had people in my chat.
We have the most overlapping fucking viewers ever. Like
awesome.
Yeah, that's definitely part of it too.
Well, they're having the same. You guys are in the exact same time slot, pretty much. Like, you literally damn near. You go live at damn near the same.
That's why I've been trying to go earlier because I ain't trying to be in anybody else's spot.
Do you see Mick when I tweeted that I got the Avernic? He said, "I concede you're the better hardcore."
He did. Mick admitted his defeat. So T Papa, I guess,
he's got to after that. He's got to after that.
Conceding is pussy shit, though. I don't know, man. You got to keep the beef up.
No. When he said that, bro, that was like the most manly, like respect thing that Mick could have ever done. Like that was sick. Honestly, like damn.
True.
No, the most respectful thing he should do is just beat your ass at TwitchCon. That's what he should have just did.
Bro, I go into the homie's mansion. I'm like, where is everyone? I close the door. They just jump me, beat the fuck out of me, bro. Like fucking, you got crazy kiddo in the back, like saying "World Star," bro.
Man. This Twitter thread really had nothing on it but people saying, "Oh my god,
dude.
that's a cog."
You gotta scroll. There's some stuff on here probably. Maybe.
There's that.
Some of we've answered. Some of the actual questions we've already answered though.
I have two things. One, Marianne has a question. I just scrolled past it. Where the fuck did it go?
When did you go when are you going skydiving?
Yep, that's the one.
I went yesterday and she fucking knows I did. First time I went skydiving, it was something.
Wait, you went skydiving like legit? You went skydiving yesterday?
Legit yesterday, 15,000 feet.
Holy fuck.
Free shot for 10,000.
Bro, I want to hear this whole story. I'm really interested.
Well, the reason I did it was I've got this guy in my community called Aris, and he was like, hey, if you get 500 members, get a tattoo. I was like, yeah, all right. And then we hit 500 members. I was like, oh, all right, now I've got to get a tattoo. So I got a tattoo of like one of the oldest emotes, the Barp emote, on my left tit. And then...
Can we see it?
Yeah. Let's see it right there.
Oh, that's a big tattoo. I thought it was be a lot smaller. Okay.
Damn.
He committed. That's commitment.
Hell yeah.
And then I was like, sure. And he goes, go skydiving at 1,000. I was like, I ain't gonna hit 1,000 for ages, sure. And then we hit 1,000 like that. And I was like, fuck. So I booked skydiving, and it was like during the winter, so they kept delaying it. They're like, oh, there's gonna be a 2-hour wait, so they rescheduled it. And then it's an hour drive for me to get to where I need to go. I go to the skydiving place and they go, oh, there's a 2-hour delay again because the winds aren't safe. And then so I sat there in my car for 2 hours, just jerked off, whatever. And then they texted me again and said, oh, there's another 2-hour delay. I was like, fuck. All right. So I called them. I was like, look, I have a 3-hour drive to get here, which I didn't actually, but just want to make it sound like they're fucking me. I was like, yeah, I got a 3-hour drive to get here. Am I going to get delayed again and then not find out until the end of the day and drive home? And they're like, oh, no, we'll find out. And then it delayed again. So I was like, look, I just want a refund. So they hesitantly refunded me, but they sent the money to the skydiving company, but I booked it through like a voucher company. So I didn't see the money for like 3 months. I was wondering where the fuck it was. Ended up chasing it up. Finally booked it. Got there yesterday. 7:30 in the morning, got to the office, got to the airfield for 9 o'clock. And then we couldn't go anywhere. We couldn't do anything because the military closed down the airspace for an hour and a half. So we had to wait. So I went off. Yeah, that's it. I was looking for Chinese balloons. So I fucked off for an hour, came back, and then they were all like ready to go. I was like, oh shit, okay. So I geared up, and then 2 flights went. I was on the 3rd flight, and then the military grounded the plane again. I was like, fuck. So it was like 1 in the afternoon. I was meant to be home by now. So my parents took my son back because he had to go back to his mother. So I was just chilling. And then we got on the plane, finally ready to go. Get halfway down the runway, and there's some fucking cunt up the other end of the runway in their little plane. They've popped tire. So we had to go back, get off the plane. They had to go fix the plane and push it off the runway. 2 o'clock comes by. We're finally on the plane. Finally get up there. And
during any of this, you're not like, dang, dude, like maybe I shouldn't jump out of the plane. There's been a sign or two.
Fucking UFOs in the sky. The fucking planes are
too hard here, right? I was like, oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't. I was like, nah, I got to do it. Like, it wasn't. Sorry.
Did they give you any type of like refund or discount for making you wait that long?
No, they just apologized. I was like, yeah.
Fuck.
At that point, it was like, look, I kind of want it over with, but also I kind of want to fuck off and come back another time. But I was just like, no, I'm not waiting another 2 months to have this happen again. So I just committed. Finally got on the plane, and I paid for the extra, like you can pay for a recording package. So because I've got it all recorded, I'm going to upload it to my channel, so any channel members can watch it at any time, just like for them. So I had like an extra skydiver with me, and he was recording on the outside. And it was fucking, it wasn't scary, but I don't think I was ever really scared of the idea of it. I was just more or less curious if I was going to die or not. Because I was like, yeah, I'm ready to die, but also I've got this belief that I'm immortal, so I'm like, nah, I'll be fine. So I was like going up on the plane and just like sitting there. I was like, shit. I forgot the induction in the morning. What am I meant to do again? You're meant to like have your head all the way back and your legs tucked, but I was like, when do I do that? But I just thought I'd wing it. The guy reminded me, and then falling, they just throw you out the fucking plane. Like you have a guy attached to your back, so he was with me, and then the other guy. But like there was no like, all right, are you ready? It was just kind of like green light, sit on the edge, and he was like head back, and I was like, yeah, and then he just like fucking yeets out of the plane, does a front flip on the way out as well. I'm just like, fucking. I don't know what to do. Like you're falling, and you're holding on. You have to hold on to your straps until they like tap you on the arm. Then you can let go, and it's just like it doesn't feel like you're falling. You know how you get that feeling where like it's kind of rushing through you. Yeah. You don't get that feeling. It's just really fucking windy. Like you're just having shit blown on your face because you have like goggles on, and you're just like you just feel like nothing. So you don't know what to do, but you kind of like can't do anything with your arms. So you kind of like arms out and like floating around like what the fuck is going on. The parachute, sorry, yep. Did you look down at any point, or like can you look down? Yeah I was looking down, but they encouraged to look at the horizon, but I was having a look. Like it just feels different to looking like off the top of a building though. It just feels like, I don't know, it just felt less scary. But then when the parachute pulls, the other guy that was jumping with us just like fucking dropped because obviously we slowed down, so it was really weird to watch him just fucking pin drop out of nowhere. And then like the parachute's obviously pulled slowly down, and then your harness just like fucking rips right up you, and you're like fucking trying not to die. Your ears, like I still need to pop my ears now. There's still like pressure built up in my head. I keep trying to pop my ears because it's just like the altitude changes so quick. But then to let me like fly the parachute a little bit, and I was like, yeah, I've done this on PUBG a few times, so I'm like fucking left and right and shit. It's pretty good. But it was sick. Yeah, it was up until I did it. I was like, I probably won't do this again. Then I did it, and I was like, yeah, okay, I probably will do it again if like the occasion rose. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't go out of my way to do it. But like if someone wanted to do it with me, or if someone bought it for me, or something like that, then yeah, I would do it again because it was really like, I don't know, it was just different. It's hard to explain what it was like, but it was. I'd recommend doing it. It's pretty fun.
How expensive was it?
I think it was about $360 just to jump, and it was like another $280 for the recording. But you can get cheaper packages where it's just like the handheld GoPros and stuff. But I figured I'd go all out because the more money I spend, the bigger my tax return is, the less child support I pay. So I just try to go big where I can. And
Fuck pregnant bitches. Let's go.
yeah, that's it. Fuck pregnant bitches, you know. So, minimize my expenses, so on paper I earn a hell of a lot less, which means I don't have to pay as much to people. So it's good. So that's my main goal. Always go big when I'm buying shit. Hence why I bought the Herman Miller. Thank you for the recommendation, T-Papa.
Oh, you got the Aeron? Or or did you get the other one?
I got the Embody.
Oh, that's the one Bodhi got. You like it?
Yeah, it's fucking great.
Hell
Except the
yeah,
guy
dude.
invoiced me for 2,500 shares.
Yeah, I
so
saw
it was
that.
a $6 million bill. I was like, what? But then my mate was like,
shit.
you know, it's only $200 shipping. That's like 10 cents a unit. That's not bad. It's like less than 10 cents a unit. I was like, you know what? I could get there and make a profit on the shipping. Fuck it. I just have to
Hell
get a
yeah.
loan.
I'm glad you like it. I love my share.
Yeah, no, it's good. I don't have a tailbone problem anymore when I stand up. So that's a huge win for me.
Speaking of tails and boning, I guess, you know, the question has not been asked. You know, we've been on this cast for a little while. And I thought
shit.
somebody
Oh,
would
the
bring it up, but,
question.
This is true.
Dang.
we
We
have
almost
the
forgot. I
question.
feel like.
You know, it is every guest, almost every guest, has that to answer this question. Somebody wants to take it away.
open
or-
No, you
Love a
brought it
video
up.
for
You can
you.
do it. Send it.
The way Seth is opening up his robe, though, I don't know. I kind of want him to ask it, but all right.
Does he know? He knows the question, right? You know the question.
He knows the question,
I
but
probably will once
we'll
you
just
ask it.
preface it. We'll ask him because he deserves it. If
Okay.
you were
Go
to
ahead.
do,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. I
Oop.
thought I was about to do it.
you want to do it, dude? You don't want to be my
I mean,
guest.
I did. You know.
You don't do it, dude. You got
Okay,
the
I'll
sex
do
appeal.
it. So if hypothetically there was an imaginary person on the force, and you had to pick one person in this call to Eiffel Tower them with, that meaning a sexual threesome, one person in the mouth, one person in the back, whichever hole you want, who would you pick?
The way Andrew's looking at me, he's like, you better fucking pick me. I think, Seth, is it true that you're 6'8"?
No, I'm like 6'4".
6'4",
I'll say
okay.
6'5" for like for
Okay.
the roster purpose. You know, like always give yourself an inch.
Then I think I'd have to go with T Papa because I think your height is a little bit too dominating.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I don't want to not be. I feel like I could compete on a sexual level better with T Papa. I
We're
feel like
both
you
73 inches. It's perfect.
would, you know, it's a close second. I don't want you to take it personally.
I already have, as you can see.
Yeah, he put the chest away and shit. God damn.
Yeah, bro, it's fine.
Oh, dude,
It
I'm
is what
so
it is.
stoked. If I wasn't picked, I was gonna have to volunteer as the middle.
That's understandable.
That's Keenies' job. Sorry, guys. That's already taken.
Some of the sounds that come out of T-Pop, I don't want to know what it sounds like when he's getting fucked. I really don't.
It's just grunty, you know.
I feel like you'd be a good laugh the whole time. I just feel like
it would be a blast. I'm honored.
That's
Yeah,
come
man.
on, no come. It'll be a good time, I'd imagine.
Well, you know, if you do end up coming to Vegas, T Papa already has
Better
hooker
come to
connections
Vegas.
at Vegas, so you
Right,
guys can
right.
figure something out.
Don't be a coward. Just pull it. Just come.
All right, I'll pull up. We'll get a ticket.
Yeah.
Anything else anybody sees they want to touch on here? I'm doing one last scroll. We've answered a lot of the stuff that was asked, the actual questions, and not the shock.
Yeah. I'm just going through them myself and having a look.
Looks like Ryan at It's Mildo. He has a sexual. I think he's interested. So that's about all I said.
Fucking Ryan. The only thing worth questioning after this post is my sexuality. It took me about 5 minutes to direct my eye contact 2
I would
centimeters
like
from my
to
screen.
the boon to Joe Rogan in the sauna is very good.
Yeah, I've been staring at that picture for about 5 minutes.
What's this
Potentially.
guy's
I fuck
deal?
with
What's
it.
this guy's deal? His fucking his Twitter name is just Guthix, and then all he did was type Guthix. Do you know him?
He's just blessing you. I think
Sounds like
Guthix
someone,
blesses your cock with balance.
I think he's someone that used
that
to
what
come
he
to my
said?
streams a fair bit. I think I recognize him.
Oh, dude, any great movie suggestions? What's the Condor movie? What's Condor's
I
favorite
got you.
movie,
I got
bro?
fucking I got a movie suggestion for you guys. All right? I don't need you to watch it. I need the feedback on it. It's called Bad Boy Bubby. It's an Australian classic from the early 90s. You have to watch it.
Bad Boy Bobby?
This like
Bad Boy
y'all's
Bubby.
version of
Bubby.
the
I
Water Boy or
just
something?
found it. Bad Boy Bubby.
You got to watch it. Don't say anything. I just want to know what you think of it. It's an Australian classic.
I wanted to ask you. You're DJing. You're always at the computer. You're always fucking gaming, working, etc. What's the diet look like for you? Like, what are you eating there? What's a week? I'm interested.
By the way, that movie. I'm not saying it's a good movie. I'm just saying watch it. It'll be good.
Okay.
Your reaction will be good.
It's Bad Boy Bubby or Bobby?
Bad Boy Bubby.
All right.
Yeah, I recommend it. You'll watch it and you'll be like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, I'm reading the Wikipedia right now. I'm gonna stop because it's spoiling everything. That sounds like a very interesting movie.
My diet consists of I'll normally try to cook a meal once a week, and I'll try to do it to last over a few days. So last night I cooked up some spaghetti, and that should last me a couple of days. And then I just kind of wing it. I eat a lot of homemade pizzas. I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh.
Just pizza, and then
Do you make the dough, or are you talking about like Red Baron?
Nah, fuck that. Yeah, no, I'll buy the pizza base, and then I'll add on top of it. I'll skip the hard part, but I'll try to add, spinach and tomato and whatever I can there. But I don't know if I've gotten healthier living out in the bush because I can't get Uber Eats out here. I used to get Uber Eats all the time back in my old house, so
Probably.
I'm eating less junk food. Yeah. But and then it's mostly just like I might have a fish or I might buy a steak once a week, and then I'll just shop once a week and do that and try. I also tend to get a halal snack pack about once a week, once a fortnight, which you guys probably don't have over there. We call them HSPs, but they're also meat boxes. It's basically like kebabs, like a doner kebab. It's basically that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll just have chips in a box, and then they'll throw all the kebab meat on top, and then you get two different sauces. I personally throw cheese and an egg on there as well. I get criticized for the egg from people on the east side of Australia, but those people also think a chicken palmy is a chicken parma, so fuck those people. They're a bunch of hipsters. Fuck them. The meat box itself is fucking top tier. I recommend it if you go by a kebab shop. Just ask for chips, kebab meat, cheese, egg, two sauces. It'll fill you up. It's good. So I smash those about maybe once a week as well. It's pretty bad for you, I guess, but they do taste fucking good.
Shit
Other than
sounds
that,
good. Goddamn.
my diet isn't the absolute best. I do plan on working on it, but I think everyone fucking says that. It's a matter of actually doing it. So.
Okay.
Anybody have any outstanding tweets this week?
I got a banger.
No.
You said
Oh
that
wait,
every
I actually have one.
I can go ahead and fill mine if you want. Mine comes with a picture this week. I already showed it to Nick because it involves him, but I'll go ahead and show it to you guys.
Yeah, let's see it.
I'm so glad this is the group of people we have for my tweet this week. This is a great one to field
This is
it
why
with.
it's so tasty. Can't tell you no.
No, you guys are gonna like this one.
All right. So the tweet reads, mine says, when at Cunix TV finds me dead in the desert at Twitchcon Las Vegas. This is the photo right here. With the
That is beautiful.
I don't. Is that a?
Can you guys recreate that when you're there anyway?
I mean, yeah, we definitely could. We definitely could.
Oh, definitely.
That's the tweet though. That's a tweet.
That's fucking perfect.
I like
Banger.
it. It's good. I'm sending it. Whether you want me to or not, I'm sending that.
All right, you
All
ready?
right, T Papa. Let's see what you
Yeah,
got.
go ahead, Papa.
I'm so glad it's you guys. If God is a woman, I'm trying to practice misogyny.
Oh my god.
Wait it.
Oh
Bro,
yeah.
just because I wore the Andrew Tate robe this week doesn't mean you can tweet shit like this, bro. What is that?
That is wild.
That's good.
Mine's kind of
Hey man,
bad.
if you
I do not sign off on that. That is wild.
do you have any more? Do you have anything else besides that? Possibly.
Let me see.
I don't know. Like I can't get too mad. I'm like half of Tasty's tweets are about being misogynistic.
Honestly, fuck
But
it, send it, dude. Why not?
but I don't know. I feel like like it's like we talk about like tweeting being the character behind it, and I feel like that's like he's laid into that enough to where people know it's like clearly a joke.
Well, yeah, I'm the only one that's married that actually loves a woman and lives with one. So like, fucking Tasty's actually a misogynist, bro. Like I
don't think the opposite. I would say that most men who are married are probably generally more unhappy with women
really
than we are. Yes,
they're married to bad women. Damn.
Yeah, because they're with you every single day. So like we have no bitches, you know. We don't have to worry about the day in, the day out. You know? Lonely. Except for Condor, sorry. I'm not gonna. Or I guess for Ignoble too. I guess fuck. Everybody's getting women. We got to step up our game. I mean, Hamzy,
not me, motherfucker.
Hamzy,
oh, dude,
you know,
I have one that Annie sent me that like I don't know how to tweet. We can workshop this. She sent me a picture. Oh, this shit's a banger. She sent this to me out of nowhere, and it was just adult. Oh, let me see. Oh, I gotta lower the brightness once I want to show up on camera. It says adult autism test results, and then it's like there's a strong probability that you are autistic.
If you, man, I wish there was a way you could like clip that with I don't know, you could something with skilling possibly. I feel like that'd go good in a montage of fucking like 3-tick barb fishing with the hard style, and then like
just next time you see someone post, you know, their picture of them getting 200 mil agility, just respond to that.
Just use this as a response. Yeah, go.
You could tweet as a separate tweet, really nervous for these results, ... and like a worried face, and don't put any context to it, and then like a day later you could respond with that and be like, they came in.
Okay. I'm definitely doing the misogyny one, but I'll cue that one up for a couple days later.
Good two-parter.
Okay, banger. I'm glad we
really
workshopped it. I'm glad we workshopped it. Hell yeah.
Fucking hell, dude.
Mine is I'm no doctor, but have you tried killing yourself?
Yes!
That's a banger. That's a banger.
Oh, dude, bro, you gotta do it with me, Hamzy. But they can't take us both down. We can do this together.
They can't. We stand
so
strong
fucking
together.
funny, dude.
That's just true, honestly.
That's good.
Bro, all of our tweets are gonna come out at the same time on the timeline, and someone's gonna screenshot and be like, "Yep, Zoe wasn't on this pod."
Zoe's gonna message us, be like, "Guys, what the fuck?"
Hey, bro, mine is a beautiful young woman that looks like Unique's holding me a bloated fish. All right, I'm about
I love that.
People are gonna think it's all innocent with Seth's post, and then all these fucking misogynistic kill yourself posts come flying.
That's crazy. I feel like I should field mine, so I'll go on.
What you got?
Bitches talking about zodiac signs. How about you zock this diac? No.
Oh, it's so close. It's so close.
Where's the cricket thing? Yeah, that's I thought the
thing is, like, it's so close, but the word just doesn't.
It doesn't,
sorry,
but
I'm laughing at
I
the
think that's the
reaction,
joke. I don't know.
Don't do
if I should
Zoc.
put
Do
bitches.
Zoc. Zoc this diac.
No, that's what it is. It's Zoc. It's Zoc this diac. With a laughing emoji.
I mean, I think
I'm
you're gonna
know on that.
Yeah, but I think if that's all you got, bro, you can't leave us hanging. Like, you're gonna have to click send. I click send on ones I don't want to.
Hey, you got anything else or no?
You gotta click, man. You gotta send something.
Gotta go down with the ship.
I'll go down with the ship. Honestly, knowing this is going to be a failure will be good. No, I mean, maybe, but knowing this will be a failure will be kind of funny. So I don't really care.
It's okay. It's okay, Neeks. Not every one of yours can hit. You usually, in my opinion, have the best ones.
That's true. I had one saying that Satyr is just RuneScape's Devin Nash, but
I don't know who Devin Nash is.
Damn. Yeah, he's not known enough. He's a streamer guy. Talks about.
I have the one in my drafts. I have the one in my drafts that's at the end of the day we're all just a Bodhi viewer.
That's decent.
That's not bad.
But it just sits there.
Relatable.
It sat there for a long time. I don't know. It's just not good enough.
I feel like that would be good just because it like is relatable to pretty much everybody in the community.
Yeah.
I feel like
No matter who you
That's a
are, you're
daytime
still just
tweet.
a Bodhi viewer. So, like,
Ooh,
That's
hold on,
that's a
wait.
daytime tweet.
yeah.
Hold on. I have one more attempt. It's definitely just stolen, but can't gaslight me. I'm okay with being the villain. I kind of like it. No?
I like it.
You need an emoji at the end of it. I don't know.
I like
feel
can't
like it needs a little-
gaslight. The thing is, like, that can't gaslight me is like actually such a great start. That finish just doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't give the
you could
start
change that
justice.
into something else. Can't gaslight me.
I'm okay with no. I don't know.
Like that start's a banger, like 100% banger start. But
Can't gaslight me. I drive a hybrid.
See, I've been preaching for the past 6 months to the women in my community.
Or a Tesla.
Can't
Can't gaslight me. I drive a Tesla. That's actually not bad.
yeah,
Put
Condor,
the
what were
money,
you
put the
saying?
money, put the money emoji with the money in the mouth. That'd be good.
That's a good emoji. That's
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
I've been
gaslight
preaching.
me. I drive
What
a
you got for us, Condor?
For the past 6 months, I've been telling the women in my community that gaslighting isn't real. You're just fucking crazy. That goes down pretty well.
Base.
I don't know if I've tweeted that yet, but I could do that.
is there
Ladies, gaslighting isn't real. You're just crazy.
is there any like
Gaslighting isn't
emote I
real.
can do so I don't come off so harsh with the if God is a woman I'm trying to practice misogyny?
Do I put
No.
should I
Just
put any
fucking send it.
emojis on this, Unix, or just let it rip as this right here?
The pray hand?
Picture, bro, it's so ridiculous.
Probably leaving it with no emoji would give it more meaning because you put an emoji on that, it gives it a whole different energy.
Yeah,
I
very
think.
somber photo.
What if
Like,
I
look how
throw in this
beautiful that is.
emoji? Can you look? It's the
As I'm saying, you can put the pleading, but I don't know. That looks like
Oh,
you're
the
trying to
angel?
make
I
out
put
with
on
all
the
that.
angel face.
Yeah. No, that's good.
All right.
Let's give it a
God
serious.
damn it, too, Pablo.
I'm tweeting the failed tweet, bro.
All right. I had a tweet, but I didn't like. This what I'll just fucking say it.
Just say your vile. It's gonna be vile. I can already tell. Go ahead.
Shut up, bitch. At least my brows aren't painted on.
Bro, you just sound mad, bro. You
Yes!
just sound
Get it
mad.
out, bro.
That's good. More misogyny.
Who hurt you?
Bro, he's
hurt
popping
you?
that shit like a pimple, bro. He's got to get out of his
The
system.
theme is hella aggressive.
Dude, there is a
this week.
theme tonight.
Did this new girl piss you off recently? What happened, bro?
No comment. No comment.
She painted her brows on too.
I'd rather be pissed on than pissed off.
Wow.
You can tweet that. That's a
I actually
decent
like
tweet.
that one. That's a good one.
All right,
Like,
that's
Phoenix,
my one
which
for
one are you
next week.
doing?
Don't steal that one from me.
I'm sending the bitches talking about zodiac signs. How about you
Okay.
zock this diak? I'm
Yeah,
sending
no,
that.
I think I think that's your tweet for right now for sure.
That's on brand for me.
Tweet. That's a T-Papa tweet.
That
honestly.
gaslight,
Well, it's
that
getting about
gaslight one you have
45
is
likes.
really good. So I would just hold off until
I
you got.
know.
Although I do like
Workshop
the
that a little
Tesla. I like the Tesla ending. It's not bad.
Yeah.
I just don't want to cut your grass. If I tweeted, ladies, gaslighting isn't real. You're just fucking crazy.
I feel like did I not? I feel like I've spitballed almost somewhere similar to that, but I like it. I like it. You
Yeah.
Honestly, you could just send that shit.
All right, are we tweeting?
I,
Three.
I like using no. I think that's pretty funny. That's funny.
Are we
Aggressive,
eating?
funny.
Is everyone queued up?
I'm
Yep.
ready.
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, go.
Sent.
Hell yeah, let's fucking go,
Damn, somebody
boys.
got their ass out on my timeline. Who is that?
It's King Condor.
Facts. I can't find it no more.
Oh, here I like your tweet.
Yeah, let me send that. I got to bump to the following.
Shit.
I'm gonna need some
Solid-
juice on that one for
Good-
sure,
solid
bro.
Yeah, we got a
podcast,
juice.
gentlemen.
Yeah, this
That was
is a
a good
banger.
time.
That's a
Condor,
Wait, have you
what?
hit the button?
No,
Oh, okay.
I would let
was
you
curious.
know. You're just winding it down, bro.
All right. Go ahead.
I mean, I don't know what to say now. You cut me off, and I've lost my train of thought. I was just saying how much I love Condor. I'm fucking.
Yeah. Very naturally
Fuck you,
flowing
Noble.
pod.
In the podcast.